like a cable. Right now the sun shine for me, the moon shine for me, the stars are out tonight. Man, I chill out with a steady ready. My friends and family and my girl them time. Let me just give up bad man. All you can see jealous of me gun them long time. So people long time. But no matter what me have to get mine. Hustling hard every day we are winner. Oh, we are winner. We not take no holiday we are winner. Oh, we are winner. No time for loss. Limit is the sky. That's why it up in first class whenever we fly. Eyes on the price, can we see the big picture? Oh, we are winner. Real hustlers make me see the hands up. Have to make it no matter where we stand up. Up on the ground because we have to do the stats up. We do the road, we survive that fact so. Some say it's just not our soul. Forget the paper, we going on low. Hello, because we can't survive on two mode. Hustling hard every day, we are winner. Oh, we are winner. We not take no holiday, we are winner. Oh, we are winner. No time for losses. Limit is the sky. That's why it up the first class whenever we fly. Eyes on the price, can we see the big picture? Oh, we are winner. Hustling hard every day, we are winner. Oh, we are winner. We not take no holiday, we are winner. Oh, we are winner. No time for losses. Limit is the sky. That's why it up the first class whenever we fly. Eyes on the price, can we see the big picture? Oh, we are winner. We are winner.
Guys hear me? Not really sure. Not really sure. So let's see. So I'm checking, like I'm hooking up the mic and everything, and I just need it's like just somebody to say, "Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you a tad bit. We can hear you a little bit." Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. So I see my lips on the screen vibrating. So I'm getting the impression that, thank you, Lionel. I can always depend on you to be here whether I'm not here. You will support and be here. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you guys for joining the Reasoning with Roz. It is me. I am here in the flesh. I hope y'all can see me. So this is an unconventional live tonight. Just recently had surgery, so I can't walk, can't stand, can't really do a lot of things for myself right now. So I'm trying to use this time to the best of my ability and execute on it, if that's what I can say. So thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a very long time. The last time I've been on live has been since I think October. Yeah, I thought I was going to go every single day then, but life happens. So that I couldn't do it, but now I'm getting back to it. God always has a way of stopping you and putting brakes on you so that you can take care of yourself and slow down and remember that it's all right to take a break and all that good stuff. So I do have a new mic. I do have the fan blowing. So tell me if y'all can hear the fan in the back and if I need to turn that off, because since I've had surgery, I've been having these, nerve waves. Sometimes my leg is swollen, sometimes my leg isn't, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, but you know, that's what's going on. So I would like for you guys to help me as much as you can. Let me know if I'm too loud. Let me know if I'm too low. But I want to thank you all again for joining. Just give me like 2 minutes if you don't mind. I have to get my notes and I'll start. Cool. I'm back. Y'all know I have to get my book because my book will keep all the notes up in here. So once again, it's Saturday night. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Rod's girl, the reason with Rods. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, it's been a very long time, but all rules still on deck and all rules still apply. Once we get on this panel, I ask that we always try to respect each other. No racial epithets. Keep up with that. No B words and N words. We grown people, so let's respect each other. Let's see what else. Let's not overtalk each other and trigger each other and all that good stuff. And we should have a wonderful, wonderful night. The topics on deck tonight, I put them in the little description. This is May, and May is the month of mental health. So, of course, we're going to be recognizing that and always being supportive and giving our strength to all those who need that and those who deal with mental illness or just fragility and their mental health or stress and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about that quote unquote black love. Is it still a myth or is it real? Is it something to chase for? And are we living out those things, we as black people? And even if you're not black, my Latinos and Caucasians and any other race that might be out there, whatever you loving on, is that still real and alive for you? And of course, this is brought on by Remy Ma and Papoose, the two lovers who displayed and depicted what black love was, and unfortunately, they are somewhat coming to their demise of their relationship. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So let's go to the chat and let's see who we have in the chat. Thank you so much, Foxy Premiers, for joining. I appreciate you, my sister from another mother, and my sister in Christ, my sister in spirit, and my sister in love. Thank you so much for joining. I see here we have Spirit Oliver. Hey, Spirit. Thank you so much for joining, my best friend on this earth. I love you so much. And I hope that this live tonight brings you everything that you need. Myself, Ross, Lionel. Thank you so much, Lionel. I can't tell you how much your messages that you send to me on IG me and checking on me. I appreciate that, even if I don't say it a lot or get back to you as I should. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad I see you in the chat tonight, so I always can envision there being some banter with you. And dog, hey, and dog, haven't seen you or spoke to you in a very long time, but thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting your great friend. And it's good to see you in this chat. I hope that you can stay on the live and join us tonight. Taros, what? Oh my God, what are you doing up in here? I am very grateful to have you up in here. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you. I love to hear your thoughts and your perspective all the time on chaotic. So I hope that this is a good spot for you tonight. It's real unconventional, very different from chaotic. It's more laid back, chill. We're not talking about politics and all that. More so about life, mental health, if we can, or just keeping our wellness going. So yeah. Well, I already know what that message is about. So yes, as I said, you guys, I haven't seen you guys since October. And before I get into that, I just want everybody to know this is a free, free safe and free safe zone. Drink at your own leisure. Please be responsible. Don't drive drunk. Don't debate drunk, and don't lash out at people drunk. If you smoke, smoke at your own choice and at your own desire. Don't be motivated by me. Just don't come up here with no pipes or none of that good stuff. But you know, this we parents up in this mug. So other than that, let the show begin. So as I said, I haven't seen you guys since October, and life happens, of course. This is May. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just want to get that up out the way. Mental Health Awareness Month. The color for that is green. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I'm always preaching positive vibes only. So that's what we're doing in this chat tonight, positive vibes only. And for Mental Health Awareness Month, definitely be positive. And as I said, that color for this month is green. So you got a couple more days and a couple of more weeks to get it going. Get your green on, get your shirts going, and support somebody, support yourself, and stay alert. But Mental Health Awareness Month is a month that's observed here in the United States. It was established in 1949. That's about 76 years ago. And it was established by the National Association for Mental Health, which is known as the MHI. The theme for this year is turning awareness into action, meaning that they want to celebrate the progress made in recognizing the improvements that's been made in mental health, as well as the challenges and turning those. I'm sorry, as well as the challenges and turning understanding into meaningful. Hold up, having some understanding into meaningful steps towards the enrichment and the advancement of mental health. The purpose of it is to raise awareness, educate the public about mental illness. It said that 18.1 Americans suffer from depression, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. The reality of living with this is the condition and the strategies for I'm sorry, and it's also here to deal with the realities of living with this and strategies for attaining mental health and wellness. So they also want to promote things as such as changing the face of mental health, the stigma that it has, what people nearly think of it all the time. Most folks think that people are losing their mind, running down, basically, they would think that they're robbing banks, running out here crazy, screaming at folks, jumping in their face, and all that good stuff. Well, it stems from every spectrum. Mental health starts like basically you can be in like a stressful moment from the ease of it all the way to a mental disorder. So it has a wide, various range of spectrums. Not only in this month does mental health awareness is mental health awareness recognized by the NHA. National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day also is a campaign that's sponsored by Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services. So they also have days, and then throughout this year and throughout the months, you will see particular day months such as October. That's like, I believe, mental health month. Basically, there'll be awareness for specific diseases that have specific mental illnesses. So yeah, mental health is always dear to my heart because, of course, it encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, how we act. It affects how we're influenced and how we cope with stress, relate to others, as well as making decisions. a lot of times people don't understand or know what it is and takes every day to live in this world, and all the things that you have to just keep abreast and keep on nurturing. And basically that's your emotional well-being, psychological well-being, social well-being, as well as your mental health, your mental well-being. Hey Gway, thank you for joining. So if y'all don't know, I just want to point out that the emotional well-being is how we feel and how we manage our moods and experience emotions. Psychological is our thoughts, our perceptions, the things that come through, and how we interpret those things. Our social well-being is our ability to I'm sorry, our ability to maintain healthy relationships, to interact with people. And I want to say that once again, our social well being, our ability to maintain healthy relationships and interact with people, as well as how we contribute to our society. I think that is so important because oftentimes on this in this YouTube land, a lot of us don't project that we have the ability to socialize, communicate, and build those healthy relationships on here. So make sure that you're keeping abreast of that, not only in this internet world, but also in your real life. Mental health affects our ability to function in various aspects of life, including work, school, relationships, and our personal well-being. It's important in every aspect of our life, our childhood, adolescence, and our adulthood. A lot of times you go in your throughout your childhood recognizing things about yourself, but not necessarily having the ability to articulate that or speak to someone about that. So oftentimes you can grow up into that and you can have a misdiagnosis or something that's not diagnosed, but life can be very difficult for you. So it's always just that mantra, like if you do not feel well mentally or psychologically, and if your friends can't help you and your mom can't help you, and the hug and the love don't do it, please find some professional help. Mental health is not just the absence of a mental disorder. Like I said, the spectrum ranges from our well-being to mental disorders. In my personal journey, when I talk about mental health, um, lastly, let me just say what affects our mental health is our genetics, environment, life experiences, physical health. All that can influence our mental health. And if you have any issues, once again, always get professional help. Now, before I spark this J up, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going into a personal wave here, a personal wave about my mental health. I also want to let you guys know that I do have a new Cash App, and that Cash App is at the bottom. Whole lot of stuff was going on. Phone broke, couldn't get into a lot of things. So it is no longer Rod's Girl 37 or Rod's Girl 42. So if you guys have been sending money there, I cannot retrieve that. I do apologize, but the new Cash App is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Mo Love, thank you for joining. I truly, truly appreciate you. Latasha, how are you doing? I am so glad to see you. I hope that this chat tonight gives you everything that you need. You guys are beautiful, and I'm glad to see y'all in the chat. We just ended talking about briefly mental health and promoting this month. I am now going into the story of my life. I can't go all the way into it, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. Um, I advocate and promote mental health because I myself am a woman who lives with bipolar disorder. That is the disorder that was formerly known as manic depressive or manic depression. Um, it's a clear shift between a person's moods, energy levels, activity levels, and concentration, not being able to focus. And with bipolar, you can experience extreme highs and extreme lows. I always come up here, and I don't want to offend anybody with smoking. I do not smoke cigarettes, but I am Rod's girl, so only guess what I'm smoking. But I don't want to offend anybody. You guys can leave the chat, or if you guys want me to calm down and then just smoke behind the camera, I could do that too. But we all can partake in something, right? But as I was saying, it is extreme lows and extreme highs. And oftentimes when I come on here, I always want to be put together, and I want to like just be that face. So last time I streamed was in October, and this is the first time I'm streaming since then. So from that time period on, I have been experiencing my own battles or episodes with my mental illness as bipolar. And definitely I am a person who advocates that you get therapy, or you take medication, or you do any type of natural remedies that will necessarily help you. I myself have a battle with um, Western medicine and trying to live out my own walk through holistic medicine. So sometimes the up and down of taking medication can cause you to be at times more sicker than you would like to be, just because you're not being compliant to the health regimen that is put out there for you. And oftentimes in this ill mind of mine, I won't say that it's always ill, but in those times when it's ill, then I'm experiencing episodes, that mind can tell me that I don't need medications and I'm better than medications and all of that stuff. But that is what that disease can often play on you. So for the last couple of months, I had been experiencing severe PTSD and severe anxiety and severe depression, a whole combination. I guess that's what happens on when you're with bipolar. So I can say that in 2019, I was no longer taking medications. So up until recently, a couple of months ago, I had been put back on medications, and I was put on some pretty strong medicines, Dalvarex, what else? Seroquel, Wellbutrin, all those different medicines I was put on. Yes, Spirit Oliver says we are here to help each other. Yes, indeed. I'm so sorry. Don't let me forget about you guys in the chat. Mo Love says you're so transparent and beautiful. I thank God for you. You got this. Thank you, Mo Love. I do it for the people because I always know that you can help one. If one person help me, I know I can help somebody else with sharing my story. Love you, friend. You know that. I love you too. Goy says that is so true when it comes to medicine. Yes, it is. Wow. Goy says wow. So yes, I want to keep continuing. So I was understand very well. Yes, I was Wellbutrin, Seroquel, Provex, and I want to say another pill that I can't remember. And it just one pill can bring on some side effects, another pill can bring on another side effect, and then they prescribe you another pill to kill those side effects. Some of the pills that I was taking, they give me like jerks that night. So you have, excuse me, I'm sorry, you have like involuntary movements. So you sleeping, leg might jerk up, arm might jerk up. Got kids, got a man, got somebody you care about. You don't want to be sleeping next to somebody going through all that. The other pill get you to go to sleep. You got a job. So you got to wake up the next morning. But that might not wake you up until 12 o'clock. You don't want to lose your job. You don't, you don't want to lose your job. What you do? So I say all that to say in 2019, I stopped taking meds and I was put back on them now. I know that transition came because I moved from Texas to Washington, D.C. So trying to find a whole new friend and social system, support system, not trying to beat depression, trying to beat anxiety of a new job, anxiety of a new place, new kid. I mean, not a new kid, bringing my kid to a new school, new life for her, um, a whole new experience with living with the man 41 years old, hadn't lived with a man ever in my life. So all those kind of things, emotional roller coasters. And the thing with mental illness is it has no rhyme or reason. There are things that trigger you true enough, but it has no rhyme or reason. Um, you, I wake up every day and I thank God for life. And I know that I'm plagued by something, but I smile every day. So the thing is to not get caught up or get distracted or derailed by things that might trigger it or trigger me. And that's how I live my life. I managed to graduate college, get a good job, be a productive mother. I have to push myself with doing that. And I won't say that I've been completely dependent on medications. Medications have been fair game for me. Sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't, sometimes in crisis moments, and then sometimes they get straight and I get off of them. So I am off of them now. I do have a psychiatrist who I see every other week. So we're doing more like CBC, cognitive behavioral therapy. I have these assignments where I gotta make friends and stuff, go to church, do all this kind of stuff. But that's what it's about. But the work is in doing it every day. I don't want to be dependent on medications. So every day I need to work out. I need to eat right. My family is Caribbean, so it's not far fetched to find natural remedies and to know that food is your health, and that's what I believe. So I believe that if I continue to eat right and start to put the things in my body that I need to put in my body consistently, then I can always combat this disease and fight this disease. And many other people out there who deal with mental illness can do the same things. I stand with you guys in solidarity in that fight. Anybody who deals with just everyday stressors like being a mom, being a father, being a single woman in this world, working every day, knowing we have bills, because Bill don't ever stop. Bill be like, he be, how you doing this month? You got my money. And you be wanting to have a talk with Bill. Bill ain't got no time to have no talks with you. And that can cause us to have some stress. As women, we age older. So, how we look changes, how our body used to hold on to certain things, don't hold on to it like that no more. The looks we used to get, don't look at us no more like that. Certain stresses that you got to deal with. Your heart, protecting that. Not only that, your physical health, your psychological health. Like, it's just, boy, say bills show up every month. Yes, he do. Both say bills don't care. Surely don't. Thank you so much. Yeah, he does not care. Keeps coming. He does keep coming. So, like I'm saying, mental health awareness month isn't only just designated to those who suffer from mental illness. It is about maintaining your mental wellness. Period. So, the minor stresses that you have to the major stresses that you have, just make sure that you maintain yourself and check on somebody. When you're checking on somebody, it's always more important to listen first and talk last. It's a lot of things that we can give to a person if we just listen to them actively and ask them what they need from us. Because if we find out what they need from us, and then we can give that to them at the end of that conversation, then you've been a better friend to them or a better confidant to them than you will ever be. Most times we often feel like we're helping people, and because we're helping them, they're supposed to be cured or they're supposed to be okay. But you can't help nobody if you don't know what they need you to help them with. So listen first and speak last. That's what I would say. I'm so glad to see you guys up in here on this Saturday night. I've shared my bipolar story with y'all. I know I made that sound like cookies and cream. The extreme part of it, of these medications, and why I was put on those medications, was because I'm like trigger happy, and it's nothing to brag about. But when I say trigger happy, I mean that in bipolar I have these symptoms of agitation, aggravation, irritability, impulsivity, ragefulness. Oh God, depression, and crying and emotional uh, instability. So from those things, I have had many jobs where I've walked off of many jobs just because I didn't want to be bothered. Yo, please, I didn't ask you to leave me alone, and I can't say it no more. And for me, that's too much. And for a person who suffers with that can be too much. That's just for me. So that's when I say I'd be trigger happy. And it's not like I'm trying to do it. It comes with the disease. I have at one point been transient every 6 months, new place, new job, new car. And this was before I was a mom, before I was a parent, and before I was able to get the treatment that I needed for this disease. I have lost plenty of friends not being able to pick up the phone and call friends, not being able to explain prior to understanding the disease that I can't pick up. I can hear it, but I can't move to it. I've been sitting here in this spot for the last 4 weeks. It's hard to tell people that. And then when people look at you as a, I got brothers, you got mother, they don't see you weak, or they always see you as strong. You're trying to tell them that. Folks don't understand that. So because of that, I've lost friends. So going forward, I've tried to be more transparent. The best thing for me to do is to be transparent, because I got losing and sharing those stories with the new friends. Not being limiting myself in friendships because I felt like I know that I'm not going to be active. I'm not going to be the person to pick up the phone. I'm not going to be the person who's able to do that. Or I don't want to take on this job because I'm not going to be going there diligently and putting my all in. I would limit myself in certain things of that. So I've learned to be more transparent in all of that now, so that easier, giving people more understanding. And just because you tell people about it or disclose it to people, make sure it's people that you trust. Everybody is not going to understand it, and everybody is not going to understand you and understand you with that condition. That's okay. That's up to you to educate and enrich. And after you've educated and enriched, if that still doesn't serve you, then just keep on moving. Hey DS, what's up with you? Seven still. Hey Seven, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mo. DS, hey, how you doing? Con Shinery, hey Con, thank you for joining. Yeah, so even with that, make sure that the people that you're sharing your stories with are people that you can confide in. Yeah, so that's my bipolar conundrum. So for those who are now coming in, this background that you see is a makeshift background right in a little section of my room. As I said, I've had a tibial tear and from rollerblading and a knee injury. So I just have had a reconstructive ankle surgery and an ankle infusion, and I got my knee drained. So my leg is in a cast right now, and it's propped up. So I'm kind of sitting right here. I haven't been able to move since April, you guys. So I figured like there's no reason why I can't stream now. Let me get, I know people are saying Con sends a heart, love you back too, Con. The fact that you have not given up makes my heart smile. You're such a blessing. Thank you, Mo. You're such a blessing too. I hear when you speak of your story as well. D says, can you fix the quality? Shit looks like PlayStation graphic. Is it messed up that bad, y'all? Oh my God, DS. No one said nothing but you, so I ain't dealing with you, D. Is it that bad, y'all? Get well soon. Thank you, Taru says G. Oh wow, I hope you recover soon. Hush, D. I need to put you up out of here. You got this. Oh, you look beautiful still. Thank you. Is it that bad? Because we always talking noise, and I was hoping it didn't look that bad, y'all. But that's what's going on. On to the next subject. I'm gonna drop the link so you guys can hit the panel if you would like. Sorry. The next subject I'm talking about is up there, and it's about Black love. If you love Black, if you love white, if you love Puerto Rican, if you love Hispanic, really doesn't matter who you love or how you love, but the subject is about love. Specifically for me, I'm Black. So the person I'm loving is Black, and the man I love, I would love in the future. If this don't work out, I'm sure we'll be Black. So for me, I'm talking about Black love right now. Oh, it's lagging. Let me see if I can fix that. 1 second, you guys. Not bad. Okay, 7 says keep going. Okay, just want to make sure. Let me see. Let me see if I can fix something. Okay, hopefully that helps. Right? All right, let's see. Cool. Got it then. Okay, so y'all say it's good. I thought I had it on the other Wi-Fi, and I'm realizing right now that it is not. So I can't do it. But I'm talking about Black love. So y'all know when Remy got out of jail, and Papoose got out of jail, it was a story that Papoose waited for 7 to 9 years, I think, for Remy. He went to go see her every day that she was in jail. Nah, this look like I cannot stand here. Let's see. It's a bit laggy. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. Well, I'll be dang, finally caught you. Okay, so they were established for Black love. He came there, got her out of jail, was playing on a commissary all the times that she was in jail. Hey, everybody is saying, even Bruce said it looked like a UFO footage. 1 second. Let me see, y'all. Did it get better, y'all? Okay, I see more people are coming, but I'm just asking, did it get better? He says it looked like 1969 moon landing. I'm here for it. I cannot stand y'all. Free salute. Hey Foxy, thank you for joining. I was left away, you guys, because I was trying to fix the quality. He says that it looks like a UFO landing. Um, I'm trying to get it together. Okay. But I was talking about Remy Ma and Papoose and they love and how it's now unfolding. They've just had this huge argument on IG. I am not one to share anybody's videos and all that stuff just because, I will never want to get flagged. And I haven't put the work into trying to figure that out yet. But, but I'm trying to do it. Yo, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do it. You guys. So, sometimes because I'm a smoker, I lose my lighter. And, when you lose your lighter, that could be like hell and hot water. And right now, you guys, it's hell and hot water for me because y'all see the camera shaking. Y'all see all that going on right now. Oh my God. Even Foxy said it's Puerto Rican Wi-Fi. Like, my goodness. So, but Papoose is dating Clarissa, and Remy is dating this other man, and they've supposedly been separated for a while. Remy Ma came out and she degraded Papoose, saying he was a weak man, and all that he's been made to do is to carry her purse. She says that he hasn't come to see his daughter. She says that also was cheating on her and all those things. And she was saying this for a while. Papoose was very meek and mild and quiet and wasn't saying anything to about Remy until the other night where he says that he caught Remy having relations with another man, with another female, as well as having relations with another man on separate occasions. And that is why he broke up with her, and all of those things are broke up is what I'm saying, because they're married. So my question is, like, are marriages supposed to break up and date other people and come back together, or what's really going on? But Pap said he also has been writing. I didn't see you in the back. I'll bring you up in a second. Papoose also says that he wrote all Remy Ma's all her lyrics for her, as far as like all her songs, y'all. Like, I can see that na 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 na, yeah, that and all this other stuff. So that is what he's saying, and I find that hard to believe, but I don't know. Pap is a great writer, a great lyricist. I'm sure he ghost wrote for a lot of people, but he's saying that he's definitely responsible for her career. When I say that Remy has been on a tirade since Papoose has come out with that. She has assassinated his family and kids, accusing the sister of being a sexual deviant, and that's why she don't bring the kids around and all of that. So my question tonight is, what has happened to Black Love? Um, is this couple going to get back together? Should we be hoping the best for them, or should we be celebrating the fact that they're in new relationships with different people while they're married? What does America say about the unity of marriage and the official unity of that? So that is what the panel is tonight. Mental health, my story, your story, what's been going on. Welcome to the summertime. Kids out of school, mine still in school because we on the East Coast. But yeah, and Papoose. So I am bringing you guys up. I hope my stuff can handle the task right now. Let's see. Hi.
What up? Long time since I've been here.
You're on you're on mute.
Oh,
I can't hear you.
you can't hear me?
Mm-mm.
I can hear you.
You can hear me though, huh?
Yeah, real
Let's
good.
see.
Can y'all hear me in the background?
Wow.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you know what? One second. Okay. Can I hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Can't hear nothing, huh? Can you talk?
You can hear me?
Mm-mm. Can y'all hear her?
Can y'all hear me?
Can they hear you?
I don't know. Can you hear me? If
Are y'all
y'all can
saying
hear
yes,
me,
y'all can
say
hear her?
something. If y'all can hear
I
me,
can't hear nothing. I hear her. Everybody hear you but me. Let me see what's going on with me. No.
hello? No? Lionel said he can hear me. I'm froze on YouTube too.
I don't hear nothing. That's crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Say, I can't hear you.
All right. So can they hear me on
Hey,
YouTube? Okay, I can see myself on YouTube. Hold on. Hold on. Making sure I ain't freeze.
Everybody can hear you except for me, so
It's
they can hear
very
you now.
laggy. It's very laggy.
Is it?
Girl, it's been
Is it
so
like laggy?
long since you've been on here. You look so
I
beautiful. You
know.
look good. You look good. Okay, there I go. It's
Thank
laggy. It's
you.
like a minute late. Cause what I was doing is on YouTube now. I got
Okay,
a lot of
got it.
people in
Got
here.
it.
I told them to come watch. We hear everyone.
Hmm.
Everyone can hear you. Y'all good. Fox Moon premieres. I can see you. I'm looking at TV and on here.
Cool. What you been up to? I know it's been a long time.
I've been up to just stacking my bread. That's it. Stacking my
Okay.
bread. But I wanted to
Well,
kind
that
of piggyback off of what you were saying when you said about the black love thing. It's
go ahead.
like, it's very hopeless. I'm almost 40, widowed 5 years, and it is very freaking hopeless as a race. I'm even considering jumping ship.
And you're saying that for experience. So, are you in a healthy relationship right now?
Hell no.
Are you trying to be in a healthy relationship?
I would love to show black love, but it just ain't my time. I think it's a curse sometime. None of
Mm-hmm.
the women in my family on my father's side is married.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you think
Kind
that
of
has
like a
something to do
curse.
with it?
It's a curse.
You think it's a curse? Hmm.
It is
So
a
tell me,
curse.
what has the dating scene been like? What did your last date look like? Was he a papoose? Did he look like a loyal man, someone who would stay down for
My
you if you went?
last date, my last date, baby. Is y'all ready for this? My last date. I met a guy at the club, which I know I'm too old to be meeting people at the club. And we talking, and I'm listening to him, and I'm kind of a set woman. It's kind of hard when you're a set woman. So we talked for a few days. It got boring, just drifted off. I see he got another girlfriend already, and I'm like, okay, but this is the same guy that was telling me, oh, I don't know how to save money, da da da, whoop de woo. And I'm like, huh? And you're 42. I run into a lot of men out here that's 40 plus and ain't shit or ain't got shit. I'm the package.
Oh, oh. So are you saying women are the package, or you specifically are the package?
Today we are the packages. And I'm not Captain Save a Hoe. Some of these niggas, or I'm gonna say some of these black men, if they don't leave you for a white girl, they'll go for the girl with the Section 8 and treat her like gold and pay her portion and buy all her kids Jordan and brag about it. And it's like, what is that? My rent is way more than a portion of Section 8. You get to me and you done been through so much with that person to where you burned out when you get to me. Or
Well, I
most of the
think
guys I see today have been married 3 and 4 times. And it's like,
mhm.
what the hell?
So I think if your rent is more than a Section 8 chick, and if they paying rent over there, then that's definitely one reason why you can't get them over there to your spot. But when you say you're the prize, I'm not sure. Did I say just you specifically, or all women are the prize? Is that what you mean? That all women are the prize?
Me specifically.
Okay, specifically, you're the prize. Okay. Because nowadays men are going, and we're still talking about love. Men are going with the
We're
mantra
still
that
talking about, yes, we're still talking about love. But I'm tell you the truth, a lot of these men are bitches. They are not the men their grandfathers were.
yeah, so I was gonna say a lot of these men nowadays don't feel that women per se are the prize. They feel that they are now the prize. So when you say that you're the prize, I think that
something
puts them off a little bit.
that says something to me. Like, I know I'm the prize. I came a long way from my background and where I come from, and to get to where I am to still be here at almost 40, it's just like, what the hell? What is going on? What is the problem? And I meet a lot of crybabies. Don't get me wrong. I love the bachelors and what they have going on. But the bachelors don't understand the baggage that comes with them. Look how you treated your last relationship. I didn't have that. You put her here, and now you're here, and I'm here, but I'm still not good enough.
Okay. I definitely can understand how you feel. I have a dude in the background right now who I'm gonna bring up. So let's see what he would say in regards to what you're saying regarding that.
Let's hear Mel's perspective.
Yeah. Hey D, what's up?
Yo, what's cracking, dog? Like, all right, so
Hey
Nothing.
D, what's
I
up,
ain't really
D?
been listening. I've been trying my phone.
Yo, don't come up here with your messed up stuff while you talking about my stuff in the chat.
Nah, I ain't really been listening. I ain't. Yeah, that's your shit is clearing up a little bit more.
So we're talking about, of course, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of May. So we're giving respect to that, and we're talking about Black love. The Remy Ma and Papoose situation is Black love. Is Black love dead or alive, and is it healthy? If it is alive, is it healthy? Spirit Oliver says that it's dead, and she's thinking about jumping ship. And she says that the men out here don't understand that she's the prize. So we're now wanting to know what a man's perspective is. Do you think that love still exists, and are women still the prize? Look at him. D, don't come up here with all that.
Also, he got
Say something.
quiet. Let's bring Connor Shawnee up here. Let's see what Shawnee has to say.
Yeah, so that is unfortunate.
Is that, am I saying
So
that right, Shawnery?
yeah, Shawnery.
Let's
Yeah,
bring
I think
Con Shawnery. Is that a fake name like Con?
no, no. So D
Is
says
Sean
that.
Connery? He said yes, spirit. That don't work out. Let's see what Sean Connery has to say. But this is just a really cool name because it's like Sean Connery. So he's Sean Connery.
So D left. As you said, she even D showed you right there how men just run away from the task or the responsibility of
They don't.
answering
They
back.
want to be. They want you to pull up at their house with a bundle of roses and a cigarette in your mouth. Like, come back, baby. They want you to chase them. The roles has reversed. It's just what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So do you accept the new roles that have reversed? No.
No, and I might not never have what was supposed to have been given to me. And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you envision your life looking? What are you drinking on, man?
Oh, my favorite.
And-
You know that brown put you down.
Okay. I mean, well, thank you
That's
for
the
coming
second
to the
bottle.
party. Oh, okay. That's what you brought to the party tonight. Got it. Cool.
He said, I'll play, who is this? Foxy Moon says, I'll play that Jodeci. LL Connor talk to me. Y'all can in these comments tonight.
So my question, Spirit, now that you are approaching the age of 40, what is it? Would you say is different that you look for in a man now that you didn't in your younger years?
Now I would look for a man in stability. I don't want
Mm,
to be masculine anymore. I want to
mm.
be feminine. I
Okay.
have to play both roles as parents,
Mm-hmm. That can be
but
hard.
I just want to be feminine. I want to love on my mate. I want that love that I heard of. I don't want just any kind of love. And I fall weak for the wrong people sometimes.
Well, once you recognize that you fall weak for the wrong people,
And
do
it's
you
to the point
choose?
it eats me up. I'm not the type of person to just blow you off, but it's just like to that point, like sometimes it gets to the point I don't get sad or depressed, but I understand what BB King said. The thrill is gone in black love.
Mm,
We will never
mm,
be like we should be. The
mm.
thrill is really gone over here.
Oh wow. Wow. That's rough to hear. That it's hard out here in these streets like that.
I would say me being widowed going on 5 years from my mates. The thrill is the what I had, the bullshit I went through with them. I would go through it all over again to deal with
Mm-hmm.
what I'm dealing with today. Cause this
Mm.
hard masculine role is not it. And I had to catch myself a few weeks ago. A friend of mine's daughter was saying, he was like, such and such, she's still playing such and such. And I said, yeah, play them all, date them all, sis. And I had to come to myself and I said, you know what? I'm almost 40. I don't need to be thinking like this. I did. I caught myself.
Okay.
And I was
D,
like, that's the wrong mentality to have. But sometimes then you gotta think, you do that and you be with just try to be with one person, fuck around. It don't always happen like that. They got another woman or two. It's just ain't no telling what's going on.
D, are you back?
Yeah,
D,
man. What up with y'all, man? So look, check this out. I wanted to speak on the Remy My Papoose thing real quick. Is that what y'all talking about?
we talking
Yes,
about just black love, period.
All right.
we're talking
Well,
about that because of yeah. Go ahead.
all right. So look, man. See, Papoose messed up, man. You can't as a man. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, as a man, you cannot make a woman your life. You cannot make a woman your idol. And that's basically what he did. He put his life and career on hold for her when she was locked up. And then
And you
Remy
know what,
Ma.
D? Not to cut you off.
Hey,
I
spirit,
hear
spirit,
what you
spirit,
said.
spirit, 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 spirit. Let me finish real quick. Let me finish real quick. Because I'm about to say some real shit real quick. All right, so check this out. See, you can't make a woman your idol as a man because the God will let you know that that is not the good thing to do because the woman is not going to respond positively to that. You got to be on your grind. Like women respect men that are on their grind and not putting them first. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what Jaheim said. You know what I'm saying? You put the Lord first, then you put yourself first, nigga. Like fuck all that putting a woman first shit. You know what I'm saying? And Remy Ma, once again, man, bitches ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He did all this for you, and he was probably the best man you ever had, and you just did him dirty because now you finally got your teeth fixed and you looking good at 45 years old. You trying to be outside at 45 years old. The bitch got grown kids out here trying to be outside fucking young niggas. Like, what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what prison does to motherfuckers. They still feel like they the same age they was when they get out, when they was out. You know what I'm saying? Like I think she went in at like 20 something. She still thinks she 20 something. Bitch, you're fucking
Yeah,
40.
she
You know,
was
it's like
young.
be a be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Be a wife and a mother. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the other shit, man. And all that black love shit, man. That shit is just to keep them. That's some fake ass shit, man. Fuck that black love shit, man. All these
Okay.
people that talk about that black love shit, they always end up divorced. Look at Remy Ma, Papoose, the Beyonce mama and that old ass nigga, Will and Jada, and the list goes on and on. Fuck that black love shit.
Well, thank you so much, D, for that. Um, you said a lot, D. You said a lot. Wow. I don't know. I don't know where to start. So
I can go.
Go ahead. What would you like to ask him?
First off, you was right when you said about worshiping false idols. That is the first thing. He worshiped something that's like it kind of gives you a sense of um Samson and Delilah. You know, the deception, falsehood. You know what I'm saying? He how deep in love with her. Look how shit turned out. And that black love, when I was growing up, the black love I seen that was projected, I would never let that go. Maybe you from a different time, D, but I've seen black love and the stuff that they promoting and putting out here. Like we didn't know that grandma and grandpa went through all of this. We didn't know that.
Okay.
But and again to say this, we didn't know that, but we didn't. We didn't know that. But like and then again, sometimes grandma and grandpa be together 60, 70 years. She done went through hell with grandpa. And that's an accomplishment for her. Today's woman say, I don't care about being married that long because he ain't finna treat me like that. But who wanna go through that? You know what I'm saying? I've seen black love from what I thought was black love, and I would be more than grateful to bring that into my household. But I know better. I entertain a lot of bullshit. But as far as that goes, yeah, he's right. They're promoting it. We see it. It was so much stuff going on back in the day we didn't know about, they didn't talk about. Because that's the class of people that we were. But that black love was projected there. You got hugs from your uncles. You got hugs from your aunts. You got high fives and all kinds of things. Like, I don't
Okay.
understand. Uh-huh.
No, I was gonna say let me go to what some people are saying in the comments.
Let's see.
It says they have some legendary. I don't know what she said. Get yourself together first, then speak out on a mate. She doesn't speak for all women. I believe she's speaking on Remy Ma. Khan says some people aren't ready to be in a mature relationship and they're too old not to be ready. Wow, wow, Blue, that's a fan. I want to name my son. So Blue has a
Man, your
son
daddy
or
is
name.
smart as hell.
Who daddy?
No,
Her
no.
daddy is smart.
Foxy, yeah, they're having a conversation, so I'm gonna have to get back to that. D was spitting. Mo Love, divorce is not race specific.
It
Welcome,
ain't.
thank you. Can't be making excuses. Yeah, Mo Love, half the marriage fell. Well, mistreatment is not part of the original commitment, and relationships are negotiated. Foxy Moon says, someone told me that not doing the struggle love no more. Jeez. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Dragonfly Jones, thanks for joining. Roz, it's about goddamn time you went back live again. I've been
I've been
chopping
telling
up
you
shit
that.
to
I've
get
been
back to
telling you
it.
that. I've been telling you that. I'm supposed to be outside. And
I'm
I'm
gonna
So,
kind of
disagree with
upset
that.
about that.
well, thank you for not being outside right now. In the words of D, you damn near 40. You don't need to be outside. So,
You might have saved my life.
Yeah, like
so,
you like 50 years old, spirit.
Ain't
Like, I
no
mean, damn,
motherfucking
like
50. The fuck?
I mean, like
that's
if
why
you was
she's like,
outside when the Tootsie Roll was out, you need to sit your old ass down, rest them knees.
Do you sound like you my age?
so D, in regards to what you said about Remy Ma, you said that she was in jail. Do you think her being in jail had anything to do with maybe her delay in maturity in her womanhood, and now she feels like she's catching up on lost time?
Man, look, that's definitely true. This delayed immaturity, because, like I said, she went in when she was like 27 and or 28, something like that, and she still thinks she's that age. I mean, and to be honest, this is the best she's ever looked ever in her life. Like I remember what she used to look like back in 2003. She was not fine at all. Just a big tall ass, just uh, awkward looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no ass. Her face wasn't all that. Had messed up teeth. Had that dumbass blind shit. Like she just looked like a real deal hood rat. And then you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is with these New York bras, but they are hella masculine. Like And I remember one time I used to work with a girl from New York, and she was from the Bronx, just like Remy. Them bitches are aggressive, man. Bitches are aggressive for no
So
reason. They have no
I don't think
femininity. I'm pretty sure they. I'm not gonna say that, but yeah.
so. I don't think you need to be calling these women bitches. And I love women from New York. Some of my greatest friends
All right. Well,
and
look,
who I
Rise,
call
Rise,
sisters
Rise.
are from New York.
I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off. But do you listen to hip hop?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you listen to niggas call women bitches all day long, and then you get mad when I do it. See, that's the problem with the black community. Y'all get these rappers and all these actors and shit, let them slide with disrespectful shit. Why can't I say it?
Because, sir, you ain't no hip hop artist. Okay, so that's why
See
you can't say it.
that's the point. Y'all be putting these niggas on a pedestal, but I can't do shit.
Damn.
Another
Well,
question, D,
damn.
is Another question is you said that she's 40 and she want to be outside. So I often hear at one point the new 30 was 20 or something. And then when Jay-Z came out, it was like the new 40 is 30, I think. So considering that women are looking better at the age of 40, the natural woman, because the new woman is all BBL-fied. Um, don't you think they should go out there and, you know, sow their rural oats if they still got it? Like, who's to
See,
say that
Ross,
there's
girl, I feel like you just trolling me with these questions because you're trying to get some type of reaction out of me because you know that
I,
sounds stupid. You're 40 years old. Like, why do you want to be outside at 40 years old?
can
there's
I
some
tell
point
you
you
why you
you
want to
could
be
you, you
outside
could
you
when
do
you're
it.
yawning
40
and
and
shit in the
can I
club.
tell you why?
When you start yawning in the club, it's time to go home. It's time to stop this shit.
No, ain't nobody
When you got to take
on.
pregame naps before the club, it's over.
Yes, I take pre-nap club nights before I go to the club. Some
But
nights
let's be honest.
we
Let's be honest. Spirit. At this age, would you rather be at the club looking for some niggas, or would you rather be at home laid up with a nigga?
I would love to be at home later with a nigga, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, the
exactly.
way my
So that's
life
what you
is
need
set
to be
up,
trying to.
I'm gonna be out in the club, and I ain't looking for no niggas. I'm having a good time.
Look, first
I
of
don't
all,
go to the.
yes,
I
you are.
know
If
that's the
any
worst
woman
place
that's in the
to
club is
meet
looking
somebody.
for something, all right, you ain't in the
No,
club just with your
I'm
friends. All
looking
right, I
for
don't give
me
a
a
fuck what y'all
wave.
talking about.
Shit.
Y'all in there looking for something, all right?
I'm
Now,
not
let's
in the
get back
club
to the original
anymore, so
thing.
But
I
see, this
can't
is
say
the
that.
Being
thing.
40
When
in the
you a
club,
grown 40
man,
plus, you don't have to go and look for nothing because it's already there. When you 40 plus and you go hang out and drink and party at the club, you already got something on the side when you leave that bitch 9 times out of 10.
but look. Why? Let's ask Rise. All right, Rise. If you like 40 something, like, would you be outside right now if you have a man, or would you
No,
be
I mean
doing
I'm
something else?
43. No, I love being at home. I've
Like, y'all
always been a
niggas was
home.
outside when if you was outside when motherfucking Cisco was popping, it's over. All right, like y'all niggas is old. Like, come on, bro. I'm 35. I don't even be
You,
outside like that no
you,
more.
you 35. You was out when Cisco was popping too.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, nigga, I was like learning my ABCs and shit. What the fuck you talking about? But
Oh my god.
like I was saying, like, it just comes to a time where it's just like, don't you get tired of this shit? Like old dude in Juice said, don't y'all get tired of this shit?
Some people been in the house a little later and want to get out and enjoy, you know? You
Man,
never know.
niggas just be depressed. That's what that is. If
But
you
niggas,
outside
it
every
be more
weekend,
niggas in there than bitches.
yeah, of course.
I'm gonna need y'all to with the language. My God.
Raise your kids and find a husband. Who was that?
This
Are
is
women really looking better at 40? 40 is now the new 30 if you take care of yourself.
No, it's not.
this.
It's 40.
No, it is. On the comments. Connery, yeah, calculate 14 years of marriage under my belt. I know what I missed and what I'm gaining. And this is the best. I couldn't see it with Blue Jay working in the background. Raise your kids. Who need to raise their kids?
I don't. Who are you talking about?
Somebody said that in the comments.
They might be
30 is the
talking.
new 14.
I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
talking to each other.
I have no idea. They could possibly be talking to each other. Who
I
knows?
Yeah,
sure hope
40
so.
for
Cause
look, I mean, you can
goddamn
take
now.
care. Look, I just want to say this when it comes to the agency. I mean, we are millennials here, y'all older millennials, but check this out though. Millennials are having the hardest time accepting that we old, nigga. We getting older, dog. Like
Shit,
just accept
it
it.
is hard
Accept
because
it.
I'm finna
When you
tell you.
40, when you 40, that means you need to act like you're 40. You're not in your 30s or your 20s. See, Jay-Z was on that bullshit back then, bro. That nigga still think that nigga 50 something years old with a head full of hair. He got a wig on.
Okay.
That nigga is in his second childhood. The fuck? These old ass niggas always trying to be young and shit. I just seen Jada Kiss walking into the Knicks game sagging. He's 50 years old.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you think that as the men mature, their dress and all that should mature change too.
Yeah, cause look, me, like back in the day, back when I was younger, you would always catch me in a graphic tee. I had like Tupac, Biggie, whatever, all them niggas, right? But I remember one time I
Mm-hmm.
was like 29 and I was putting on the shirt and I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was just like, I'm too old for this shit.
Did you
Mm-hmm.
take
So
it
I
off?
stopped wearing them.
D, did you take it off and ball it up and throw it in the corner?
No, I took it and I put it
You
in
just
like a
was like,
garbage
this not
bag.
me no more.
Yeah, I took it in. I put it in like a garbage bag and gave it a Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Ain't no
did.
wrong with that. And you know what? It's niggas still wearing that same shit and think they fly.
Yes, they do. Yep.
It's a whole lot of them out here where I'm at. I be like, man, they'll wear shit from the gas station and be like, "Ooh, I think they like me," type shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, but when it comes to the
But
original
you have
shit,
to graduate and grow up. Like now, I can put on an $8 dress and pull whatever I want if that's my
Rise
heart
Girl,
desire.
is this not your show?
This
No,
is. Can you give me 1 second?
she got a minute.
You can't be doing this on live TV. But anyway, yeah,
Doing
you're
what?
right. Like I know guys like in my hometown that still act the same way they did when they was younger and still
In
dress the same way they
2005,
did.
that's crazy. 2005 was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I just started high school.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas still dressing like that. Wish they had a flip phone, some of them.
Hell yeah.
And a
That shit is
throwback
whack.
jersey.
Yeah.
Have on
But
the
but
biggest
but but
saggy pants.
spirit, you gotta settle down and stop doing this shit. You know what I'm
Stop
saying? Like
doing what?
you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, that person, you know what I'm saying, in the
What
club.
person?
That old person in the club, like not
I ain't
old, but
gonna
you
never be
too
the
old to be in there.
gold. But I was being a mother for 7 years, and so I got a chance. My baby bigger now, so I get a chance. So I had fun when I can. I have a
Yeah.
good time, and I go home by myself and cuddle like a mug by myself. No problem. I ain't got nobody cheating on me. I ain't got nobody beating
See,
on
why
me.
you gotta have
I'm
this
fine.
negative attitude?
I got a good attitude about it.
Why you gotta say that somebody ain't cheating on you and shit? Why
Because
niggas
like
always
that's what
gotta
a
be
lot of them
cheating all
go
the
home
time?
to. Shit, some of these bitches just wanted a man so bad they
Man,
let them
see,
bring a
come
bitch
on with
home.
this bitter black woman shit.
I'm not bitter.
Okay,
Fuck.
thank you guys. Sorry.
It's life supposed to learn from mistakes.
So
Some
y'all know
people.
I'm on crutches.
Okay, shout out to Wango 504. You
What
see
happened?
it? Shout out to Wango 504. It's life. You supposed to learn from your mistakes. Some people don't try life. They going back and forth. That's silly. It's not good to call female names just because you have a mama. That's crazy.
Mm,
Shout out
okay.
to Wango 504.
So I think he was talking to you, D. But y'all
Yeah, I
forgive
know
me.
he was talking to me. You know what I mean?
Y'all
Hey,
forgive
look,
me.
look.
Y'all forgive me. It took me some time. I had to
Well,
get up and
I
close the
mean, it
door.
is.
I am on crutches, so that was the holdup. I am out of breath now.
You ain't got to
But
explain yourself. You know I done been there. We know what's up. You just had surgery. You doing good. You gonna get well by the Most High. Blessings. You gonna get well.
so you guys, we are about to have another person on the panel. This is a respectable, dignified man. So I'm gonna need y'all
Mm.
to, have a
Oh, and I'm
little.
not dignified or respected. That's
No, I
crazy.
mean,
I don't get that intro. Nigga, I've been supporting you for years.
I know. It's just deep.
This is why I just said. That's why I said that. So I'm gonna bring up Tarus, and I'm gonna need y'all to have a little decorum up here, okay? A little decorum. This is his
All
first
right.
time here.
Lionel is trolling.
Hi, Tarus. Thank you for joining. So once again,
Hi, Tarus.
can y'all hear him?
We can't.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at Lionel. Lionel in the comments that we can hear you now. Hiroso.
Yeah.
Hi, Tarus. Thank you for
Hi,
joining the
Hiroso.
Hey, nice.
Shout out to
nice
Lionel
meeting you.
Suggs.
So what do you think about the topic tonight? We're recognizing Mental Health Awareness Month, as well as Black love or whatever love you're participating in. Do you think it's dead, or do you think it's alive and thriving? Or as the other panelists said, do you kind of agree with them?
I think the first point I wanted to make was like I could really relate with you with like the up and down on the medication. Raj, you know, like as you know, like I'm an open book. I've been on the VA meds for a while, and I've been having to do the therapy. That's the only way I could be like functional. You know what I mean, for my mental health and everything. So, you know, I understand that struggle because, man, sometimes you have them days where you're like, I don't need those medications, but
Can
it's
I
like it's
chime
crazy.
in on that?
Yeah.
I used to go through that kind of thing as well.
Hold on,
Yeah, what?
Spirit, let me finish and then you can go.
Oh, go ahead and finish. Go ahead.
No, what was you asking, Spirit?
Like you said, do it affect your mood?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
a VA veteran?
So, even though I want to be clear, even though I have the military thing, we still all go through the same mental health for just different reasons. You know what I mean? So
Or different ways. Because I
yeah,
dealt with somebody that was a vet.
right. But and so it's like, but even though I'm a vet, like I can still relate to people who aren't, because mental health is mental health. You know what I mean?
Period.
And so yeah, like when you're battling with the medications, whatever it is you're going through, if you're not consistent, it absolutely messes with the mood so freaking much. Because like Roz, as you know, like what do our psychiatrists say? It does take 6 to 8 weeks
8 weeks. Yeah,
for
to
all of
work
this
in
to
your
act.
system. And if you stop taking it, it's gonna have to take another 6 because recycling. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's just some time I didn't have for it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Unfortunately, Spirit, you gotta
Yeah.
make time for it. And Spirit, by the way, I wanted to address you before my sleep meds come in. Did you say that you unfortunately you lost your significant other?
Yes.
I want to say I'm really sorry for your loss. Like I get that, and sometimes because like some of my family's gone through that. It's not that you got to lower your standards, but sometimes you're just not going to recapture that same thing. And so it's just you got to have like a different standard. If you get what I mean. It's not necessarily lowering it, it's just different. You know. And I just
ain't
feel
lowering it, it's just hard out here. It's really hard. Yeah. It's really hard. But when y'all say that mental health and you being a vet, I dealt with someone in my past and it took a toll on them. The last time I seen them, I wanted to cry. They might even now be in a mental institute or even dead. Last time I seen them, they was on the corner doing like this with 2 rocks.
Jeez, man.
Oh wow. Yeah. Thank you, Mo Love, for joining the panel. If you don't mind, I wanted to let Tarus finish his story and then I will get okay.
Oh yeah, I was just showing support as far as the Papoose and Remy. I know we're trying to have a broader conversation and not really focus on them two, but I'm a military brat, Roz, but my mom was born and raised in the Bronx, New York.
weekend. This is just par the course, okay, from New York Toxic Love. All right, these guys are toxic. I guarantee you, they're gonna come back together, and then they're gonna split apart, and then they're gonna come back together. All right, they're magnets, Roz. All right.
I hate that for Carissa if they get back together because she seemed like she's really in love.
I can't even imagine them two not together. Honestly, it looked weird with them with different people.
Yeah.
They were a very powerful black couple.
Hey Mo, thank you for joining the panel. How are you? Mo, you there? Can y'all hear her?
No.
Maybe
I'll
something.
leave. I'll come back later.
Maybe something wrong with the audio. Let me get to some of these comments. It says, Blue Jay, I'm 5'2" and done a few laps around the block for myself. Lano says, y'all better listen to DS. Foxy and Blue Jay are having a conversation. Let's see here. I think I misunderstood my comment. Okay. I say age gracefully. Don't try and do too much and hide the gray and crow's feet. Wow. Reggie Noble Blue. Oh, they must be talking about that good stuff. But not that. That's not good stuff. Okay, Blue Jay. Let's see. Anyway, thank you guys once again for joining the chat tonight. If you have not hit the like, please hit the like. If you haven't shared the live, please share the live. We have Tarus on the panel, DS and Mo Love. We are talking about mental health, the ups and downs of that. If you know anyone or experienced it yourself. And we're talking about Black love, specifically Remy Ma and Papoose and their issues. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Mo, are you here? Maybe it's me and I can't hear. Y'all can hear?
I can't hear her either.
Oh, okay. Oh, not 5'2". Oh, you are 52. Okay, he said he's 52. I thought he was 5'2". They say we can't hear her. We've all come to the conclusion that we can't hear her. Close friends and talk about anything, and he liked the raw show, but no one else he thinks. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm still Blue Baby talking about all types of stuff in the chat. Yeah, so Tarush, for me, it's always been the ups and downs of those medications, and oftentimes I take myself off of it, and I go through that whole run of mill of not going to the psychiatrist. But now I'm just sticking with going to the psychiatrist and looking for more holistic remedies and ways to combat it. I won't say that it's easier or harder just because dealing with it itself it's hard anyway. But it does make me more cognizant. I will say that when I do take medicine, I feel that I'm my best self. I describe it as my artificial happy. I feel no one like I can't be derailed. I'm focused. I'm going. But then the downside of all that is the side effects, and I just can't sleep with. Sometimes you can't sleep, can't go through all that. So it's just a lot with it. And then there are people who don't have benefits and healthcare, continuous healthcare, so they get caught up in the cycle of those medications because they don't have it. My biggest fear as a person who deals with bipolar is ending up like Delonte West. And I say him because that's the face that they show for someone who's had bipolar and a great life. And all of that. And how fast his life has changed without the care that he once had. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that I agree 100%. It's just like, I really had to do a gut check and make myself years ago, like, do the therapy and get the meds. Because I was just, man, like sometimes when you're going through it and depending on what you're dealing with, it is such a chore to do the mundane.
Right.
Like it is so difficult to get up and do the bare minimum.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it just feels like you're dragging baggage all the time.
Oh yeah, you get really lethargic. A lot of that happens, and they say that it happens to you somatically, where like how you feel it breaks you down physically, so that's the somatic response of it or something. But it can be really terrible. Another thing is like, I don't know if it happens to you or to other people who may deal with it, or if people have seen it. But when I get upset or rageful, like it's no in between for me. It's no, there's a middle ground. And if you say something, she might get a little bit more upset. For me, it's like here and then it's here, and it's the worst part here. And when you have to explain for that, and people oftentimes don't see that symptom or that disease or that trigger. They just see that you have violated them. You have said the worst things ever to them. And oftentimes when I try to explain bipolar, I get I get thrown with, just because you're bipolar doesn't mean that you have any accountability for the things that you say and what you do in it. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, you just it's you find yourself apologizing a lot, and oftentimes trying to mend relationships that you just didn't want to break, just because you have to deal with such an extreme.
Yeah, because especially when you're transitioning, like let's say you're trying to get on a certain routine with medication,
Yeah,
there's just certain words that will instantly put you in the defensive mode, right? And
yeah.
all of a sudden you're just in battle mode. And
Hmm.
any other thing, it's just all it takes is one word for that person to say in the wrong sentence, and you're like, it's like an escalation. And in reality, nothing really happened.
Yeah, nothing really
You know
happened.
what I mean?
Nothing
Yeah.
really happened at all. At all. And when you come down from it, you're like, oh, wow. Or you can be in an episode for a very long time, and once you have those normal days, you didn't realize that you was in it until now you had a better day. And you're like, oh, was I in that? And I don't want to rope you into what I've experienced, or sharing your story like that. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
yeah, that's what I've experienced. It's really really hard, but the fight is always being an advocate for mental health and telling people that you're more than that. People are more than the disease and what that disease looks like. Like I say, I had explosive days at work where I would just walk off the job. I would quit jobs. I couldn't take people talking to me. I had to
I'm
take
a
leave.
witness to that,
Yeah, I could have leave of absences.
and I don't understand it.
Yeah, it was very, very tough for me, but when I got things under control, so I'm back in that spiral again of the medications. I haven't been taking them, so I am just going to the therapist now. I've been okay, but to hear that I was in severe PTSD, it was just like, whoa, like it was just a lot for me. I knew it, but I just didn't really want to deal with it because I just wanted to keep going. And I think that this foot injury was just another way to just slow me down to focus on myself. Yeah, so I've been, cycling since October. So I thank God for the good days now. And I'm glad that I can be back here with everybody. Yeah. D, are you still there?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, say something.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay. Because I kind of went in and out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, now I don't know weird shit, but I was thinking about you, and then I seen you post something. I was like, oh, I hope she doing well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate
Cause I
D.
ain't,
D
cause
has been,
you ain't been on here in like a year, I think, or
yes,
maybe longer than
very
that.
long. Yeah. Yeah, I was
D,
telling them,
were you on here when we used to get it popping?
what you mean? Like,
Like when we used to be getting your live shut down,
oh,
arguing with people.
I was out of control. Yeah. Out of control. Out of control. So, Coach
Man,
Shawnee,
Yeah, man.
shout
Shout out
out.
to 777, man.
You was
yeah,
on here back then, D.
we
When
had
we
triple
used to
seven
didn't have
here.
no class, he was on here when we used to didn't. When your show used to be getting in trouble because we used to be going ham on this show. Remember?
Yeah. 777 would offend a lot of people, and a lot of folks couldn't deal with him.
It was
So,
more than 777. It was somebody else too, and they
oh,
used to cut up when they get in here. It was a guy, but
oh,
777 used to do too much. I'm glad he not here tonight. Don't even speak him
well,
up.
I love 777.
You know.
It's
Triple
interesting.
seven do the most.
Anytime he
Tarso,
get
do you
around.
know 777?
Yeah.
You do? Don't tell
Yeah.
him that we was on here talking about him.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
I know.
It's been a hot minute, but yeah, me and him were tight, man. He's crazy as hell, but
He crazy as hell. He got one night we was on here arguing with him and somebody else. I was in New Orleans on the corner arguing with him. My friend got on here. Shout out to her if she on here. And we got this show shut down because he went there. Like he was cutting up that night. Like, man, they was cutting up. We was like hurt. And I didn't mean to act like that, but we showed out that night.
So anybody on the panel have kids and the summertime is starting, has the summer vacation started for y'all children?
Ooh, mine go back after Monday. And she
Yeah,
out Friday Saturday.
both of mine at the end of May.
Oh, okay, that's good. Mine's not to the end of June, but Lord.
End of June.
End of June.
Well, the second week of June in DC here. Mm-hmm.
So when they go back in September?
No, August.
The end of August. Bitter end of August,
Yeah.
like.
But I'm shipping her
Hey,
out.
you know what?
To Texas. Go ahead.
The education system there good, Roz?
No, not really. The public schools aren't all the. I would say that the public schools are pretty good. They have a whole charter and lottery school system here. So the private schools, anybody is privy to getting into, and they just do a lottery every year. So I did move here for the options that they have here in regards to schools, the many different schools, so you can put your kid in a good school. Now the public schools, they're not having a lot of money there. I know when I first got here and I put my daughter in school a year ago, they didn't have a lot of lunch. Like they was going to field trips on the public bus. Doing a whole lot of things different than we did in Texas. So we had trips at school. But the school she's in now is pretty good.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, now Texas, we have no school board.
That sounds horrifying.
We have no school board. My daughter never went to Houston ISD, but from the looks of the way things are going, it's some kind of lottery, and they give you money for your kid to go to private school now. I don't know what it is, but it's a big mess down here in Texas. It's gonna be whole lot of messes with this new
go
election.
ahead and finally secede from the union, please, man.
Texas is supposed to be Texas, okay?
Yeah, Texas definitely doesn't have the board system now. We definitely have a new person.
Thank God my child never attended HISD. But the way things is going at this rate, it's like, whoo. There's Foxy.
Yeah, let me introduce her for a second. We got Foxy on the panel. This is the lovely Foxy. I am so happy that she's here tonight joining us. Hey, Foxy, glad to see you here on the panel tonight.
Hey, my beauty queen.
Thank you. You sound so young. Listen to you.
Yes, and no Bronx slander, D and Tara's. No Bronx slander.
Can't promise it. Can't promise
it. Yes, she is.
I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. I'm still in the Bronx.
All right, look, we're acting like this over there ain't really wild. You feel me?
So, Foxy, we're talking about.
I love you, my beauty queen, and you still look radiant and gorgeous as always. And good to see you back in spirits and up on your panel doing your thing.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
Thank you so much for joining. So we're talking about mental health tonight. It's May for the month of mental health awareness. So if you have anything to say towards that, if you have any personal experience, or if you don't really have to talk about that. We are also talking about Black love, of course, Papoose and Remy up there where you from. So your thoughts on that and Black love, is it dead or alive? And Mo, I see you in the back. I'm gonna bring you up in 1 second.
So, Black Love, is it dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
It's never been dead. Remy and Pap, I'll get back to that. But for mental illness, you know, it's just like Mother's Day. It's not just one day. People who struggle with it, it's an everyday thing. Just like you all were explaining about, and I put in the chat that I guess they would have. I don't know. Was I diagnosed? Yeah. So like manic depressive.
Mm-hmm.
So they put you on anti-suicidal, all kinds of craziness. And anyway, the medicine had me more at risk of trying to harm myself than actually trying to combat the noises in my head, if that makes sense. So I just went off cold turkey. I haven't been on medications in like almost 20 years.
Awesome.
How does that feel, Foxy?
My head is so much clearer.
That's good.
The voices that come to me, I know are straight from another source, and it's not because it's being inhibited by a chemical that's outside of my control. And I didn't like that I couldn't be control of my mind. It always put me in like a fog. I think I was on Cymbalta. Yeah, Cymbalta.
Oh yeah.
So those antidepressant medications are wicked. And if you are not seeing a therapist with treatment, it's even worse. So like I said, I just went cold turkey. I figured out another solution. I didn't go to therapy. I was, because it kind of puts you in a pigeonhole, and then they want you to consistently be with them. And I'm just like, no, I can help myself. And I did. I journal. I was doing yoga, kind of slacked off of that, but just find all other alternatives than taking medication. I don't smoke weed. I stopped doing that because that was making me paranoid. So I haven't smoked weed in like 20 years. I don't drink unless it's social, and
Awesome.
that's that's far and few. And the only thing I really drink is water. So, yeah. So it's important that we recognize, especially with children, because they get a stigma. Sometimes if there's a child that's overactive or acting up in school, and the school wants to quickly label them as there's a, mental disorder or whatever, and it just could be just that the child. So my take on autism is that those children are highly, they're geniuses. Their mental capacity is surpassed the regular person. So maybe like what's this dude's name? What was that crazy? Not crazy. Excuse my language. But Alfred, what was his name? The genius. MC equals square, right? What's his name?
Albert Einstein?
Right. He would kind of look at as somebody on the spectrum because his intelligence was so surpassed. And he was doing things that would look kind of like he's bugged out. But it's not that. And so, having these conversations at home first, because we hear somebody, they're acting up. And we don't want to talk about these things in our household because we're like, that's taboo. And we will dismiss that person that has an issue or something and leave them to the wayside. And this is why we have an influx of people that are mentally, going through stuff out in the street, because even in the household, families don't want to deal with that. And thank goodness that I recognize that through my family. And I was like, okay, we're going to stop this cycle, because I was having issues, and then it was passing on to one of my children. I can't say all my children, but I had to figure out what is going to work for me, what's going to work for him. It could be chemical imbalance. There's a lot of other things. It's not just
environmental.
Yeah, environmental. It could be chemical imbalances as well. So changing your diet. There's a lot to it, but recognizing it for what it is first and foremost is important, and not feeling, damn, I'm a failure because I got to go through this therapy, or I have this issue, I have this condition. Like realizing, like, you're just a person at the end of the day, and how you handle grief or how you handle circumstances is just how you can handle it. It's different from everybody else. And I land my plane there. Papoose and Remy, I think they're gonna get back together.
Wow.
I appreciate that Papoose did do what he did as far as being a husband, being a provider. He took a vow. He said to her, listen, I'm not leaving your side. She got locked up. She was like, go do you. And he's like, no, I'm not going to be with other women. I want to be with you. I'm going to stick out with you, and got married while she was locked up. That's unheard of. And so we give Papoose a lot, well, all of us, but I give him the credit of doing that, because that's not common. And I think that he took his vows very seriously. And I think he still loves his wife, and they're both hurt. And so we're just seeing, it's not that it's black love dead with them. It's just that they're going through something that goes in private lives all the time. Infidelity, a whole bunch of stuff. But they're celebrities. It's out on Front Street, and people are like, well, Papoose let her slide by cheating numerous times, and he still stood with her and stuff. But it's like, maybe he wanted to break the generational issues. Maybe he wanted to work on, okay, it didn't happen with my family, my mother, my father. Let me make this happen. So I wouldn't necessarily call him a simp. I wouldn't necessarily call him, anything less than being a stand-up man. And that's what he should do. He's supposed to be by his.
How do you simp for your wife? How do you simp for your wife? That doesn't, you get what I mean?
No, but but there's people that are just stupid like that. Like, oh, well, she cheated. Why are you still with her? Same thing. It's just like, they're married though. So I mean, and then here's the thing with that. It's like, okay, marriage, yes, is a construct. Yes, marriage is a business deal to some, but some people actually take that as, I took a vow to a higher authority in the spiritual world, and make this commitment. And it may seem like, oh, why are you settling? I'm not going to ever settle. But then why are you taking a vow? It's the same thing as you becoming a lawyer or a doctor. You took an oath. So when you get married and you do the religious bond as well as the legal bond, you took an oath, and you took some vows to uphold that, for better or for worse, in sickness and health, till death do us part. It didn't say nothing about infidelity. What you do in between all that is gray area. And I land my plane there.
Well, thank you for that, Foxy. That was very enlightening. I like that. Wow. We have Mo Love as well as John Galt on the panel. Thank you both for joining. Nice to see you guys this evening. Well, this morning. It's early morning here. It's 1:00. So, Mo, John, what do you guys think about mental health awareness? Do you guys have any words towards that, as well as the Remy Ma and Papoose situation? Is black love dead? Mo, would you have anything to say? I know you were here and then we couldn't hear you. So are you there now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, how are you?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm good. So I just wanted to tell you that I'm so proud of you, Rise.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so proud. And when you mentioned like sometimes you can't pick up the phone, or you find yourself like being in the same state of mind or in the same cycle for weeks, like I have been there. And I wouldn't say that medication is, I understand what Foxy was saying, like it being wicked when you view it as something that you have to completely be dependent on. But I also understand that when it comes to mental health and bipolar, like some people's cases are, sometimes the episodes can be more lengthy than other people's. And sometimes the severity of the bipolar and the mental trauma can be way more extreme than the other person. So sometimes we view it only from our perspective, right? And some people's trauma is something that a lot of us cannot even imagine. So I will also say, like, anybody that knows me know, like, I believe in the Lord, right? Prayer, God, all of that. But I also understand that some people's walk is different, and medication may be a lifesaver for them. So I thank God for the medicine, because I think that some people would have completely gone out of their mind, if they did not have it. So I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you. I'm so thankful that you are doing this live. Like, I appreciate your transparency.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
and I feel things so deep, right, when people express things. So I'm
Mhm.
sitting here with the visual, imagining like what you literally were going through when you were
Yeah.
having episodes. So I just want to let you know that you are not alone.
Hmm.
I have had my share of ups and downs when it comes to mental health, being on and off of medication. So I know the struggle of, oh, I'm off of it, I don't need that anymore, and then getting back
Hmm.
and being off of it. Thank God I'm off, right? But
Hmm.
there was the period where I needed that,
Yeah.
so my heart goes out to those in the struggle. And
Yeah.
unless you are going through it, it's something that you can't really explain. So I just say, everybody, um, stay encouraged. Do not give up. Keep fighting. Do whatever it takes um,
Yeah.
to fight for your peace. Because we are nothing without our minds. Nothing.
Mm.
So protect it at all costs. And again, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you for that. And thank you for that message. That was real powerful what you said. Protected at all costs. What do you
Mm.
think about black love in the Remy Ma and Papoose situation? If you haven't, if I'm not sure, have you seen them going back and forth on IG?
I have seen people. I haven't really followed it, but I know every time I turn YouTube and Facebook on, I'm gonna either see Remy or I'm gonna see Papoose. But what's
Yeah.
going on? Like,
Um,
from the little I do know, it seems like Remy was always out of order. Didn't she? It looked like she took advantage of him, or am I missing something?
So, well, now she's basically come out saying that she's been asking him, I believe, for the last 2 years to sign the divorce papers. So, Papoose basically, and she said some choice words to him, responded, referring to him as a little man and a man only built to carry her purse. She says that she tried for many years with him, and she implied that he cheated. She says she carried him in a relationship as well as paid all the bills while she was in jail also. And for the longest of time, Papoose hadn't responded to her. In the last 24 hours, he's responded to her. He's put out that he caught her cheating numerous of times with women from prison in the bed while their daughter was in the home, as well as with this guy who she's with now. He says that he wrote her rhymes for her. He talked about the love that he envisioned, everything that he did for her, as far as waiting for her all those years, going to see her every day and putting money on her books. So he basically says that he's done everything that he could, and that he wants the divorce too. So I'm asking, should people at this caliber in a marriage act this way, and is love dead? Or as Foxy said, I believe she made a really good point, this is what people go through. This is a private matter that's public because of their positions. What do you think about this?
Um, I think the first issue, and it's kind of hard when you're famous, but keeping all the personal things off the internet, because those opinions can have a negative influence on how you move. Um,
Hmm.
I just think it's so unfortunate. I wish they could work it out. I never imagined them being apart when they were together, but if they are both in agreement as far as being going following through with the divorce, I think they should. And I think it would be great if they could reconcile. But what would that look like for them? Like, would it be would y'all still be carrying bitterness and resentment? Some things are beyond repair. And as hard as it is, sometimes it's best to just move on, you know?
Yeah, Papoose said he was living in the house for at least a couple of years, to be there for his child while they were separated, and she was out still doing her thing. So, I believe men and women see this differently. I see Papoose as being a husband, and I don't think either one of them at this time are following their vows, but I'll save that for after John speaks. Hi, thank you, Mo, for your words. Greatly appreciated. It was very enriching, and thank you. I'm glad that you can inspire someone on this panel and out there in the world, and I can too.
Hey, I'm gonna
John,
head out. Good night, Roz. Nice meeting
thank you,
everybody.
Papoose.
I'll catch you guys
Yeah,
later.
come back. Thank you, and thank you for sharing your story. Hey, John, how you doing?
Ross, I did a live stream in this relationship as related to relationships. I did a live stream at this place in DC. It would have been better if we had done it together.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
It was at Buddy's in Northwest DC, Columbia Heights, so not far from you.
Mm-hmm.
But what's more interesting is that it was a class reunion of private.
Oh yeah, I saw it from Carroll High School with Archbishop, right?
So you know where Carroll is, right? Carroll is probably not far from you as well. It's even closer to you than where we were, right? And so these were a class of private school educated Black people, not affluent, but middle class Black private school educated. And many of them were single. And I mean, it was almost sad to see, like, honestly, so many single, private school educated Black people and their views on relationship. Like, there's just one woman, she's like, look, I've given up. I'm like, damn, you're like an incel? You're like a male incel. And she's like, I've given up, and no dates, no nothing, no apps, nothing. And there's something really wrong, I'll tell you. And the most successful, the only couple that I interviewed was a Black male with a Hispanic woman. And he talked about some of the reasons why he doesn't really date Black women. And, as rough as it is to hear, and I would say, honestly, that he was a bit indifferent. It wasn't like he was saying, fuck these Black bitches. Like, he wasn't talking like that. He was indifferent. As they say, indifferent is like worse than hate or love. It's like, I don't care anymore. And, I think that's kind of where a lot of Black and Black male and women are. Because I think, some of the women can make a lot of money, and it's such an imbalance there. It's very interesting.
Okay, so I think right now we have a very balanced panel right now. So so you mentioned money and women. So do you think that women, I asked earlier, and Spirit Oliver was here earlier, she mentioned that she's the prize, and men don't necessarily look at women as the prize anymore. Do you think that is the reason why the love game is failing?
I don't think it's failing. I think that I think in some ways, like, things are going more toward, and I said this earlier, like more traditional.
Traditional.
I think if you look at what that street interviewer did, like, the 25-year-old Hispanic woman with a 40-year-old Black man.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, shit, this is what I've always known. My family members, on top of family members, this is how they marry. And that's a very traditional way of doing things. Today, we're trying to match up people who are damn near the same age.
And culturally, in the Hispanic culture, I often see things like that culturally for them.
And she expressed it in a way, she said, I trade off my youthful energy for your experience. I said, wow, that's pretty interesting. The way right? She says, you're older, man. She didn't even look at him as being older. She looked at him as being experienced. And she looked at herself as having high energy, her youth. So it's an equal compromise. I get your experience and you get my youth. And
Do you think 40 is old, or do you think that's a youthful age? D thinks it's old.
I think there was some high energy 40-year-old man, and that's what the guy was talking about. He said, you know, I'm a high energy 40-year-old man, and he probably is higher energy as a 40-year-old man than a 40-year-old woman, his equal. So he probably needs a woman, and maybe he can groom a little bit. And he said that just the same. And so I think that you know, that's a very traditional way of looking at it, and you know, a lot of go ahead.
And when he says high energy, do you think that he means like if she was to have kids in her youthful age, he would be able to run around and chase after those kids and help with the kids and raising the family, or is he speaking more so on, fulfilling her young needs and things of that nature?
Well, he didn't really go into detail. I'm sure it's a spectrum of things. But I think in terms of like where he wants to go in life, how aggressive some men, are content with just getting up, going to work every day, and that's cool. Then the other man has still got that vigor, and he expressed himself as a high energy guy. I feel like I'm a high energy guy, so I kind of got where he was going, so I didn't dig any deeper into it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think
did they have children?
No, but she was only 25, so there is some time. But I think the maturity, honestly, she, it was the only couple I interviewed the whole night. I think the maturity that she spoke of, the way she spoke as a 25-year-old woman, and some of the things kind of rough, depending on the way you take it. But the different cultural difference, honestly.
Yeah, I would say it's a cultural difference. I definitely think that I wouldn't want my 25-year-old daughter with a 40-year-old man, though. Wow.
Yeah.
Any comments on the? Any comments?
20 and 40, that's a huge age
25.
gap.
25.
25.
Oh, okay. I think that's like, molding her into what he wants her to be.
You know what's so crazy about it is that every time it was suggested that, she corrected him. And she said, no, I'm trading off my youthful energy for your experience.
Who told her that? Her mom or somebody probably told her that.
Well, she did say that my family, my aunts, my mothers, this is how they all live. They marry older men too. So, it's very interesting. I've never looked at life that way. More or less adopted the American paradigm here, but as a Hispanic woman, she was Dominican, and those people, kind of have their own orientation as to how they look at it. That may be exempt from the propaganda that we've been bombarded with. Wait till you have children type thing.
Yeah. John, have you ever waited 3 days or 9 years for a woman to get out of jail?
I've never done that.
Okay, so Papoose waited for Remy for 9 years to get out of jail.
It was 9. Wow.
I believe it was
John
7
seems like
or
a trick
9.
ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he waited.
I don't get that vibe from John.
Yeah,
That he's a trick ass.
he said he waited, and he went to prison every day while she was there. And when he got out, he wanted to propose and have a baby, but she didn't want to have a baby.
Prison was she in? How did he go every day? What prison was she in?
I'm not sure. I'm believing that was somewhere up there in New York somewhere.
She was in Rikers.
She was not in.
She was in Rikers.
Foxy. Okay, let me ask you. Foxy,
She was upstate New York.
She was in upstate New
anywhere
York.
from an hour.
Okay, so he went to see her.
I think they kind of fabricated it to make it seem like credible, but I mean, the bus trip alone, like you got to go downtown in Manhattan to get the bus to go ride all the way up to Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna be doing that every day. He might have did that like the first week every day, but and she told him, she's like, look, you go ahead and do you because I'm here. And he was adamant, so-called adamant about no, I'm gonna ride this out
That's
with you.
that simp shit.
I mean, so who knows? Because he probably was doing stuff on the side. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and give Pap the complete shadow of a doubt that he wasn't dipping. It's just not known to us that he
I mean,
was.
so
And she
what if he
probably was
was?
saving his face. Yeah, I
What
mean,
do you
it
mean?
has to be. I mean, he's a man.
Okay, but
He's
true.
got those needs. He's gonna go ahead and do his thing. I mean, I
You
couldn't
think
blame him.
Remy
She
wasn't in
was
there
not
getting
even
scissored?
able.
What you say, D?
You think Remy wasn't in prison getting it in? Man, she comes off as a
That's where
huge
she was. That's
lesbian.
probably where it started from, and that's why she got caught. Because that's what he was saying in
Yes,
the video
that's what he
yesterday that
said.
he came out with, saying that
The
she was
women.
doing that stuff like with the women, and it was already being done. So there's a lot of stuff that it probably wasn't disclosed to us, but Remy and Pap know they've done a lot of stuff behind the scenes that they haven't disclosed to everybody. So on the outside, it looks like Pap was a stand-up dude. It's making Remy look like she's a beast, but in actuality, they both probably was doing dirt on each other, but they just glammed it up for the camera. You know what I mean?
So can I say something? Blue Jay made a good point. So what about when you have moments where you have those visits where you can actually be intimate? Doesn't that sometimes help the situation? Like they can avoid
Yeah,
cheating scenario or
true. But people do what they want to do and what they have access to.
yeah, that's true.
That's what I would
I
say.
can't
That's what
speak
I
for
would
the
think.
men, but I would say that it only gives him a temporary fix. I mean, he has conjugal visits for like an hour and a half, maybe, and then he comes home maybe 2-3 days later, he's
Yeah.
having a fix again, and he's like, okay, hitting up Shorty on the corner, like, what's up?
That's
mean,
So
true.
You know,
a lot of men were saying that they could that they was commending Papoose for what he did, and a lot of men were also saying that a lot of men experienced that. Do we think that a lot of men experience a lot of women cheating on them and they're a little bit more silent than women are just because of the rap that they get, like people like men like DS calling them weak and things of that nature if they took the woman back?
I mean, he is weak if he takes her back after all this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have
Maybe he
self-respect
forgives
for
her and he
yourself.
loves. Maybe he forgives her and he loves her. You know how many
Man,
times.
fuck all that.
You know how many times women take cheating men back? Do you
That's
know?
it.
He gotta have respect for himself
Well, you
and
know it's
move
different than
on.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Clarissa
What's
younger, you know what I'm saying?
different
She can have
though?
more kids. She got a career, a thriving career, you know what I'm saying? So if he fall off, you know what I'm saying, she'll, you know what I'm saying, pick up the bills, you know what I'm saying? So he good. He needs to just stay with her.
Mm-mm.
I thought they were happy, him and his new girl.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
Like he good with her.
but can you actually believe that he's happy and moved on? He's with Remy for like 20 years.
Right.
I mean, but some people, you don't have to be with somebody for the next 20 years to fall in love. They might take them 6 months to fall in love with the next person. You just never know. But I don't think that a man who is happy and in love with his current relationship would be bickering back and forth with his current wife as well in the public eye. They're not divorced. They're not legally separated. They're just going back and forth. They belong to each other still on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think these are really not relationships in like the natural form. You know what I'm saying? Like these are very conflicted people, and they
Mm-hmm.
probably need to really work on themselves, and they're trying
Mm-hmm.
to have relationship with other people, and I think that's really what you're seeing here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. True. True.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Solid Snake. Hey, Rick Wisdom, Shadow Observer. Thank you all for joining. EAE, thank you so much. Go ahead. D, are you dating or are you married now? How's the climate looking for you?
Yeah, the climate is cool, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
yeah, cool, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you ain't out in the streets no more.
No, I ain't out in the streets. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
And when you say chilling, are you chilling with someone or are you chilling by yourself?
Shit, I'm chilling by myself right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, so you chilling by yourself. And why is that, D? Or have you chose the life of singleness?
You know what I'm saying? Like I just, just need to work on myself as a person before I really put myself out there like that. If I'm just gonna be honest with myself, there's some things I gotta work on, and I'm just not really, in the position right now to be in a relationship. I can't really, do that right now. If I'm just gonna be real with y'all.
Oh, okay, so you say you what, 35?
Yeah, man.
And are you looking to have children and stuff in the near future with a woman like in your age group, or what's up with that?
I mean, yeah, I would definitely like to have children, but I would like to get married first before I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Oh,
so you would say you're traditional.
Yeah, I'm very traditional, so I don't want to have like a baby mother and nothing like that. That never was something that I foreseen for myself. I always wanted to get married, and then have kids.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I hope that works out for you. That's I thought you were dating someone or something, but I'm glad to see that you're out on the market. So you guys, DS is out on the market currently. He's under construction and working on himself. But when he does get it right, he will be out there ready for you guys. D, there are going to be a bunch of women here wanting you. Okay. So John, a lot of men said that it's because Papoose married a baby mama. Outside of Papoose or any other celebrity, do you think that if a man marries a baby mama, he's doomed for problematic marriage?
Yeah, I guess it matters how old a woman the child is. I mean, the younger the child, it probably be real serious problems. 9 times out of
Hmm.
10. So, yeah. I don't even know how you would discipline someone else's child. To be honest with you,
Really?
yeah, I wouldn't want to discipline someone else's child. Personally,
Oh, what? You've never had to discipline anyone else's child, like
nah, I wouldn't do that shit.
friend or none of that?
Fuck no, I tell their parents to do that shit. I ain't doing.
I agree.
I ain't fucking around like that.
So you've never had a blended family or dated as such at all?
I mean, I may have slept around like with a
Man,
woman
can
that
I?
ain't out, but no serious dating.
Okay.
Can I speak
Go
on that
ahead.
real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, look. So I got like we y'all talking about like dating a woman with kids or like with kids. What y'all talking about?
raising.
A baby mother, so she gotta have kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, raising
Man,
kids.
look, like I mean, here's the thing, like you gotta just make sure like she is really just done with the nigga that she dealt with. You know what I mean? Because there's always that chance she can go back. You know what I mean? Like niggas just gotta
Oh wow.
just keep that in mind. Cause there's always a chance, because they had that child together. You know what I mean? So she always can have that want to get that family back. But you know, what was he talking about? What else was we talking about? I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of high right now, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you
you
sound
sound
it.
like
You've been on
you're
the Reggie runs, right? Boo? These are them Reggie
getting
runs.
Yeah, we were saying, is a woman who is with child, is she problematic in a marriage? A lot of people were saying because Remy was a baby mother and she had a 20 and now she has a 20-year-old son who's being
Well,
accused
she
of
was just
murder.
problematic anyway because I mean she
Mhm.
masculine as hell. Like in the way she talks, she just talks real hard. There ain't nothing soft about her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't
Well, I
really
don't
like
think she
it's
necessarily
just
talks
because she was
hard.
a wife. by paper, it doesn't mean she was just a wife, just how she carries herself. You know what I'm saying? Like she just nah.
Well, we have. Thank you for that, D. We have Shadow Observer on the panel. Thank you, Shadow Observer, for subscribing to the channel as well as joining the panel tonight. We're talking about Mental Health Awareness Month. You can speak on that if you have any personal experience or not, as well as Black love. Is it dead or alive? And how's it looking out there for those out there trying to date?
Hey, what's going on, panel? Roz.
Hey, how are you?
Shadow.
Pretty good. Um, I guess I'll deal with the black love issue.
Go
Um,
ahead.
Personally, I think it's dead. Um, I think, and the reason why I say it's dead is just based on the percentage of the likelihood that you're going to actually find something that's unifying, uh, that's long lasting. But for the most part, I don't really see nothing there. Uh, just being honest.
Oh, wow. Are you dating? Are you married?
Um, Divorce, and
Oh,
right
okay.
now I'm just kind of stacking up, so I'm not even attempting to go out there and play right now.
Oh, when you say stacking up, that means you are invested in yourself and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm I'm mid 40s, so I'm just trying to hurry up and get retired. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you don't see, do you see love out there for yourself again?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's just not probably in the United States.
Damn.
Mm.
Let me guess.
Damn.
Brazil, Dominican. Which one is this, Shadow? Where you going? South America? Central
I don't
America?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just
It's
busting your
just
chops. I'm just busting your chops.
well, it's really a culture thing for me.
Wow.
Because being mid 40s, um, I've seen so many different transitions all the way to current transition. And I think one of the things I thought about recently when um, 40 became the new 30, and then it started getting younger and younger,
Okay.
and that mentality started to manifest. It seemed to be where I remember growing up as a little boy, watching a 40-year-old woman and man, they look so much mature and older to me. Now it's very hard to tell the difference, uh, and I don't think that's a good thing culturally speaking. Um, so dealing with people my age, women my age, I would say I run into the issue of baggage, and that makes me think of Remy because when I'm looking at her talk, she just reminds me of a person that if you were, and that might wrap back over to the mental health piece. She really looks like she really needs to have that breakdown, like, and be honest, because everything she's saying is just seems like spite to me,
Mm.
and I think that's gonna manifest into their child, which is a girl, which is a repeated cycle, and it's just gonna be another round. I think I'm delayed too.
I definitely don't see her. I've never seen her, in my opinion, publicly being disrespectful to Papoose until now, and I just think that's because they are tired of each other and their heart is broken.
Mhm.
Um, but I also don't think that she is, like you guys are saying, like a hard person and stuff. I think it's just proximity and regional to where she is, and
Right.
and I think that she's probably average in regards to like what people how they deal with each other and stuff, and like as people were saying. But no, I don't think Remy's like tough or hard like exterior as you guys are saying. But Shadow, I am. I said earlier today that the 40 was the new 30, and no, indeed told me that 40 is 40. And it's ironic that you said that you don't see 40-year-olds as you saw them when you were a kid. I don't see 40-year-olds as I saw them when I was a kid either. Every
Right.
day I'm reminded of that because I'm 43 and I have a 9-year-old daughter. And when my
Awesome.
grandmother was 40, she was my grandmother was 40 years old, and I was like 14 or 12 or some shit like that.
Mhm.
And I thought she was so old at that time, but she was moving around, getting out. But because she was my grandmother, I thought she was old. So I don't think that I think that the world has changed, people are healthier, and times have changed. Well, I don't think
Mhm.
that people are healthier than those times, but I think that the world has changed and times have changed, but the characteristics and the things that are ingrained in people shouldn't have to change. But walking around like as if you're supposed to be like, you know, having 5 and 6 grandkids isn't what the 40-year-old is doing right now, I don't necessarily think, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing it. It's the dynamics have changed, especially with the amount of children we have now. Uh, but I think it's different levels where you start to take on different characteristics in order to ensure the generations behind you are getting, the useful tools they need to continue to navigate.
Mhm.
What I'm noticing that's been laid by the wayside as well. Trying to keep your youth relevant.
Mm. Okay. So you in agreement with D that 40-year-olds shouldn't be out in the club, basically.
I'm, I remember when I was 20 and I would see them out there, and they, I, they were some of the strangest creatures to me, and and I think when I got like 37, I was like, now I will tell you if I'm out of town, um, and I'm in a big city, yeah, we're gonna hit the spot, but
Oh,
no.
now. Did y'all just hear him?
Nah, but a nigga just not in the club just 24/7 at this age. You feel me? Like, I mean, I can understand that.
Mhm.
Like, if something's going on, like, you with the homies and y'all celebrating something, or y'all just getting together just for the hell of, I understand that. But just be going out all the time, like on a
So
random
where are you meeting
Thursday
the
or
women
something.
at?
Huh?
Where are you meeting the women at then?
Man, I mean the women in the gym, at the store, you know what I'm saying, in real life, like it's situations, like fuck the club because see, shit is different now because back in the day, girls used to want to be around men and talk to men and you know what I'm saying, and maybe even get twerked on, you know what I'm saying, you never know. But it's like nowadays, like it's like I'm serious, like it's like everything is like separated. So it's like, everybody got their own little section and shit. So the club is
That was
really
the good
not working.
days.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the what
He said the club was the good days.
That
I
back
mean, yeah, but
back
that was
then,
back.
you just find a wall and put your
Oh,
hands up.
going out.
Yeah, I ain't been
Yeah,
to a
most
club in
definitely.
about 20 years.
Them good
20.
old
Wow.
house parties.
No, I ain't gonna say 20 years, like more like 25 years. Yeah, like no, 15 years. I haven't been since I was 28. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
yeah.
know
Okay.
you had to come up on them years. I know
I
you've
haven't
been
been
out
in
since.
like 7 years, but I did used to go to like this little lounge before COVID hit with my sister and we would do karaoke and stuff. But a real club, it's been a minute.
Yeah, nah, I ain't been at all. Like, nah, been to like some lounges too. I went to the lounge with John, because he do street interviews and stuff at the lounges out here. But it wasn't
Oh,
like a club. It was definitely low key and stuff like that. But nah, I wouldn't even know how to act in a club. Like, I couldn't imagine
girl.
seeing nobody like 35 in a club right now or 40 in a club. I just
Hmm.
think that's a hard life.
I'd be scared because these what they call them little YNs and stuff. I'd be scared to go in the
Oh
club right now.
yeah.
I'll be like, where are the exit signs? Listen,
I think it depends on where you
these
go.
little gremlins out here. Listen, and I mean it's all over, but New York City and Brooklyn and Bronx, they like 14, 11 years old, heartless. Like if you look a certain way, you crossing the street like okay, broad daylight, they are ruthless. I'm not trying to be
Yeah, they
outside. My
ruthless
neighbors are like,
into
where
that
have
thing.
you been?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ross Gill, I got to get out of here. We got to do a street interview together.
All right, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
See, that's why a nigga like me could be in New York like
All right,
that
John.
if it's really like that because I'm gonna shoot one of them
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
it's crazy. It's not even fun like how it was. And I mean, I'll be 49 in a couple of months. So even in my era of going outside in the 90s when it was crazy too, it's just a different caliber. Like I don't know, I can't even like say if it was worse back then or if it's worse now, but it's just because I'm older, like my awareness is more like, ooh,
Right.
but then
Thank you,
14-year-olds, like,
Yeah. Hey,
right,
Ross
and then
Gill.
14-year-olds wasn't getting guns accessible the way it is now.
They do.
So
Yeah. Go ahead,
Hey,
John.
Ross Gill. Hey, I got a power pack.
Probably
We can
worse
go to
back then. Y'all
one
have no
location
camera.
if you want to do
Okay.
it. If you want to go. All right. Hey, thanks,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good night. Be safe.
Bye.
That's John Gall. He has his own channel, The Urban Landlord. You guys make sure you guys subscribe there. Go ahead. Yeah, I can't imagine either, Foxy. That is crazy. And the young kids, they getting younger and they have less respect now as we had when we were younger. So
Right.
they don't care if they see you walking down the street. They ain't opening no doors, picking up no bags that's falling. Like, oh no.
and dare you say, excuse me, they looking at you like, what did you say?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, these little things are just. I mean, even my younger two kids, because I have three, and they're all. My oldest is 32. My middle is 27, and my
Wow.
youngest is 18. And
Oh wow.
the 27 and the 18-year-old, they're still with me, and they're like, "Mom, man, they don't even like to be outside," and that's that age group, and they're just like, "It's bugged out."
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to tap on really quickly though when we were talking about Remy Ma being a baby mother and that situation.
Yeah.
So we forget that Papoose was also a baby daddy.
Thank you.
So when he got with Remy, he already had a child or two before Remy. So what's good for the goose is not good for the gander, but they both were baby mama daddies and things of that nature.
Well,
and I'm a product of another man raising another person's child, another man's child, and in turn, I'm also as a parent. And I was a teenage mom at that. So I was definitely out in the streets. I was out in the streets, not for the streets, but I was out in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I got pregnant.
So
we both were 15. And
Wow.
he abandoned ship and was like, listen, I'm too young to be a dad. And I was like, I'm too scared to do anything else. I didn't know what I knew I wasn't going to give my child up for adoption or do the other thing. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have this baby.
Mm-hmm.
In turn, my mom kicked me out and put me in a group home.
Wow.
So fast forward 2 years after that, and I'm still not in contact with the baby daddy because he's like, no, I don't want that responsibility. And I never came after him. I just let him be like, okay, because I was thinking in my head, well, I just did an adult act. So I'm going to be a responsible person. I'm 15, 16 years old. What are you talking about? You're going to be an adult. Well, I just did an adult act. Because when you go and you do an adult, if you do a crime and you are 15, 16, they're locking you up as an adult, depending on the state. So I looked at it like that. I looked at it like, okay, well, I just did an adult thing. I'm going to have this child. I'm going to take care of my responsibility.
Can I say something?
Yep, go
I
ahead,
still don't believe that you should have had to raise the child alone. I commend you
Well,
100%
I
for being
didn't.
strong.
I
But
didn't
I'm saying,
raise her alone. I had my family with me.
right,
So I was a
maybe I
teenage mom, but I wasn't a single mom, and that's the
right. Well,
difference.
that's a blessing. I just feel like when the guy said, "Oh, he didn't want anything to do with it," in situations like that, I do think like guys need to be on child support, you know. But kudos to you and the support that you had. You made it. Look at you now. You know, that's a
Yeah, and I didn't. The only reason why I was scared to go to court
blessing.
because I had to do all this by myself. My mom was first. My mom, you know, big up to my mom because she gave me that tough love and was like, "Look, I got two other kids I have to raise. I can't with you and another child." So I had to figure out a lot of stuff by myself. My mom didn't come with me to court. I was still a minor, and I had to go to court to get in order to get food stamps and public assistance. They wanted you to get child support and go get a paternity test. They want you to do all this stuff. And I'm shook. Like, what? I had no adult helping me, guiding me through all this. So I did it. And because he was a minor as well, his mother had to pay child support.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Right,
Okay.
because we were both minors at the time. And so I left it alone. And what I wanted to get to was the another man raising someone else's child. Is that so I had my daughter in 92. In 94, I met who is now my husband. So we've been married almost 30 years.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
he was a young dad, and he saw me as a young mom, and he looked at me and was like, "Yo, she's doing the damn thing." And I never see her. She's always going straight to the bus stop, going to school with the baby because I could take my daughter to school with me. I finished high school, got my diploma, and he fell in love with the gusto, my tenacity.
Mm-hmm.
And in 97, we got married, but we were together from 94. So we got legally married in 97 because
Mm-hmm.
he said, "I love this woman." And he fell in love with the mother and the woman that I was at that
Mm-hmm.
young age. And so thank goodness that the baby daddy never protested and never wanted to be involved, because I had this man come in and help rear my daughter. And we have two children outside of our marriage and two children in our marriage. And
Mm-hmm.
so it depends on the situation. But if you can co-parent outside and everybody can be cohesive with raising each other's children, it takes a village. And to dismiss a woman that if she's got like 9 kids, I could see you like, listen, I can't. But if she has
Right.
1 or 2 children, I think that's doable. Maybe 3 is kind of pushing it, but 2 is like, all right, because it takes a village to raise a child. And if you smashing her and you coming in and then that's all you're doing is just smashing, then you're a scumbag. You just want to get
Yeah.
your go to the strip club. Then don't mess with this woman's life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're interfering with these children, and they see you as this father figure, whatever. Like that's where mental health, it starts messing the kids up. So it's a lot to it when you come in. And yeah, maybe baggage, but if you really love this woman, you're gonna look past the children. Are not baggage; they're lives. I land
Yeah.
my plane.
Yes. You're on mute, Roz.
Thank you for that, Foxy. I said Shadow Observer. I know you wanted to respond to that. Sorry about that.
Well, I think I think it was a perfect storm. And when I say
Exactly.
that, because at the age I know going through it on the front end, it didn't look like that. But when you met your now husband, um, it's another one of those things where people debate the ideal of getting married very young, because you're
Right.
able to build all kinds of things through hardships, ups and downs, and the things that the challenges that you would not put up with now if you were back out here with someone else is something you would not even start to deal with then. But I think it's a perfect storm. And as far as you having a child, and I think you said your husband had a child at the time, or he
Yeah.
didn't.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's most men before you get burnt too many times, in my opinion, would we look forward to that family structure and having that as quickly as possible. I think I got married at 20, um,
Hmm.
and but I will tell you though, I've been in a relationship with a woman. I forget how long we was in a relationship, but she had 3 kids. And I was taught, thanks to the culture, you don't judge based on that. I think her youngest was 6, and the middle child was 8, and the oldest was like 15. We were together all the way to the youngest reaching 12th grade,
Wow.
and broke up, and I am completely out of contact with those children. It's a
Mm.
it's a thankless job.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So when you're looking at it from, I get one perspective, and I definitely can empathize with that. But the other side, if you invest all that time and money,
Hmm.
well, I'll say resources into that operation, that system, it turns to be something where you say, well, no, I'll just at all costs try to avoid that. At at my age, I'm 45, so I would sit back now. I expect, if I'm dating someone in my age group, I expect for them to have kids. Uh, not not like Roz. When Roz said she got a 9-year-old, I'll be like, whoa. But
Yeah,
if
43 with a 9-year-old.
right, I'll be like, hey,
Oh, I miss
okay.
that age.
Like if you got a
Me
17-year-old, I'll be like, all right, okay, so you about to be grown. So, but outside of that, no. I'm not trying to eat. I even thought about you know, ca- how about I go and have some more kids, start over? No, I don't even want to take that risk again. Like my daughter, she about to
too.
be 21 in a couple of months, and I'm like, nah, we're not gonna play those games. But
Yeah,
yeah,
this will be starting all the way over.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, Shadow. We
So
have
Yeah.
Rick Wisdom on the panel. Thank you, Rick Wisdom, for subscribing to my channel as well as joining the panel tonight. We have been talking about Mental Health Awareness Month as well as Black love. Is it dead or alive? Or whatever type of love you're doing, So thank you for joining. What are your thoughts tonight?
What's going on, panel? How you doing, Ross? I don't know if y'all can hear
Hi,
me. Could y'all hear me?
we can
Yep.
hear you.
Hey,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Black Love is dead, man. It's a wrap for that. Listen, you got they saying that Barack and Michelle about to break up. You know what I mean? Now you got Papoose and Remy. You know what I'm saying? Next, who else you got? Iman Shumpert and Lala and Carmelo Anthony. It's a wrap. It's over. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
those are 3 couples.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing with you, man. Nah,
okay,
I'm just messing
whatever.
around, man.
Nah, so you don't think Black love is dead?
Nah. I mean, I don't think that statement like is kind of loaded. Like, I don't think you could. I don't think you could just say any
Okay, so
type of love. Yeah.
okay, so okay, in respect to marriage and what marriage is on paper, do you think that that is dead as far as like how people respect that now, based off of what the Papoose and Remy Ma situation is going on now? If you're privy to know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, marriage is becoming less and less like attractive, if you want to put it that way. Like, people ain't really. It's not really like a selling point for anybody anymore. There was probably a time where it was. You know what I'm saying? But Like, ain't nobody really trying to get married like that. Do
Okay.
you feel like? Do you feel like? Is, do you think? In my opinion, this is just my opinion from just observing. Like, to me, it's probably like women probably want to get married more than men do. In my opinion.
If that's still true that women maybe want to get, I think at one point it was still true, but I think now these women now, like 25, 30, I don't think they looking to get married right now like that. I think the 40-year-old woman wants to be married if she ain't never been married before.
I don't think there's an issue with marriage. I think it's an issue with the people.
The people?
The people, yeah, the mindset of the individuals today.
Yeah, okay. True.
What type of marriage?
Individualism. Like we live in a selfish society, in my opinion. Like, everything is about what can I gain or how is this gonna affect me? It's me. So with that mindset, it doesn't make sense.
People write their own vows now and don't have much that they have to uphold any standards or accountability. The whole thing of to death do us part. Now they'll just be like from January to December if we can make it type shit. Like I don't
Exactly.
necessarily people don't necessarily like prepare for the marriage and the life itself, but the whole festivity of it, the celebration of it, I don't think that they're ready for that part of it, like what it is to take to be a husband or what it is to take to be a wife. I don't think folks ever, most times people don't mature to that from boyfriend and girlfriend, if that makes sense.
I think it might be more of like an American thing though. Like I'm pretty sure I don't have the statistics on this, but in my opinion, I'm pretty sure the divorce rate is probably higher in this country than it is anywhere else in the world. I mean, if you like in other countries, like they prioritize marriage because it's more of a survival thing. Like they combine their assets and income and all of that together, and they'll be able to survive in a better way. But in America, we're afforded the luxury to not really need to get married. You could just have a job, have your own little apartment, and do your thing. You don't really need to get married.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Some
That
people
is-
actually want to, though. Like, some people believe in love and they want that companionship
Yeah.
outside of just, oh, you my man, I'm your woman,
Yeah. And and I hate to look at it like this, sadly, but I want a return on investment. Like if I marry you for life and on paper, like I'm entitled to most things when you pass and you the same when I pass. I don't want to be dating you for 20 years and 30 years. And then at the end of the life, I'm not recognized as legally the person who is deemed to get your possessions. Though they have so many different domestic partnerships now that you can sign up for and somehow put some legality to it, or you can write out a will. But that's another thing that I think about with marriage also, and I hope that's not shallow, but that's just my thought process.
Yeah.
And another thing too is if you're talking about black love, are we talking about worldwide, or are we just talking about Black American? We talking about African, Caribbean? Are we including all of?
So I said black love, but I was like, if you're not black, of course, it's whatever love that you're loving. So I was talking about because we had the Baracks, we had the Remys, and now they're saying these people are supposedly separating. Though I don't think Barack and Michelle are separating, but that's what I was referring to. Those who are black and know what that whatever that little slogan meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when Papoose was waiting for Remy, they had their shirts, the hats that said Black Love. They even marketed that for a while. They were on Love and Hip Hop and stuff for that. Like people was like, oh, now the dude waiting for the girls to get out of jail and everything. Like, shit.
I can't stand EAE. He said, get a passport and get you a Filipino wife for $60.
Yeah. That's how much they're going for. That's how much you're going for. But Roz, when was Black Love actually popular?
So I've always known black love for me to be popular. I've never wanted to love any other type of man but a black man. My father's a black man. My mom's been married for 30 years. My grandmother was married to my grandfather before she was deceased for the last 40, 50 plus years. And my grandfather's still living, only was married to my grandmother. So in my life, I've seen beautiful black relationships. And my parents also had friends who were married, or they had friends who were in long-standing relationships.
Are you
Even
you're not Gen X, are you? Are you Gen X?
I
Millennial.
don't, I'm over 40, so I don't really know what's that.
I think you're right there. The crazy thing is, I can see why
I
you
was
say
born in
that.
82.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
she's
not.
elite.
Yeah,
She's just at the
you,
cusp though. Because
but
Yeah,
you
so
I would
you
be a
was right
I would be
there.
a Gen Xer because I was born in '76. So I'm like right in the
Okay,
middle
So
of
Roz is a
boomer
millennial.
and millennial.
Okay.
so it kind of matched because during that time you
Mm-hmm.
saw people still married, but
Yeah.
I think it kind of died off because I remember by the time I got to high school, folks was people parents were splitting up, and it was kind of weird um, for the region of the country I was in to see that because you it was death to you, you die basically. And I'm like, all right, well, and that's what all I saw. But now that's the reason why I'm like, I look at it and uh, I'm gonna say wisdom because how you say the first part, bro? Is
Oh,
Rick.
it? Oh,
Rick
okay,
Wisdom.
okay. So yeah, so Rick Wilson, he made a good point because the question is loaded, and when he said that, I was like, yeah, because I'm looking at it. I think it's going to be redefined, yeah, because nowadays, marriage, at least for me, I'm not getting married. If I ever do that again, it's not going to be. It's going to. It's not going to involve no license.
I
Um,
hate that.
all those different things like that because I don't care. I've heard people sit back talk about, well, you ain't got no real money anyway, so what you talking about? Worried about what you about to lose? Well, what I have is my twos and fews, and I want to hold on to them things. How you gonna take everything? And
Yes,
I'm
they
not
are
with that.
redefining it though. Like I see a lot of people say, forget the paper and I don't need that. Baby,
Yeah.
paper. Oh, I'm sorry.
We jumped over brooms back in the day. I'll take a broom
Yeah, they
marriage.
had that paper too though when they jumped the broom.
When did papers become what? What? Okay, birth certificates came on the scene. I don't know when.
I, I always say, like, if you can sign a legal binding contract with a car, okay, if you don't do right by this car, then there are repercussions. Home loans, if you don't do right by the, like, I just think that's the cop out, and sometimes it's the manipulative tactic that men use.
Great point.
And women fall for it. They don't have problems signing any other legal document. So what's the
Hmm.
problem?
Hmm.
Give me that paper,
Oh,
baby. And it ain't that I want your money because God knows my heart. I'm a God fearing woman. If I marry you, I intend to stay with you, especially knowing my situation. I was young. The first time I got married, I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm not in it for the money or what I can get with you. If I give you myself, like I'm in this wholeheartedly. And I think when people view marriage from a certain standpoint, like a selfish mindset,
Mhm.
you might as well just stay single, in my opinion.
yeah.
Well,
You know,
the thing is, what you said there, and I totally agree with you. What you said to me was, if I do you dirty and leave you, you gonna Remy Ma me. You gonna
I'm not a Remy and I'm not a mom. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not like Remy.
you don't want nothing. You just about to drag me through the dirt,
Not
and that's
that. Even when I went through my divorce, like I was cool. I wasn't looking for what I could get, long as he
Yeah.
promised to be there for little Matthew, we're
Some real
good.
shit. Look, this how I feel. All right. See, niggas
D
really just
so
be
high,
getting
D
married
has
for the wrong
smoked for
reasons.
5
They just
blunts in the last hour.
look. Look, niggas, nah, but look, I'm trying to go on with the topic. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to go on with the topic. So look, see, niggas be getting married for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like they get married because we got kids. That's gonna, or you know what I'm saying? Like they get married because they got kids, or they got just history with each other, or they just want to get married because you know what I'm saying? They want to. I don't know, but it's just people these days they get married for the wrong reasons, and it's like you see a lot of people be married, they get divorced in like 2-3 years. You get divorced in 2-3 years, you really need your ass whooped for real. Like you
I
probably knew from
mean,
the beginning this wasn't a good idea.
it happens, D. I was a
No
baby. I got
disrespect to
married.
anybody on this panel that got divorced in 2-3 years, but I mean I'm sure you look back and be like,
Well, we
yeah,
lasted longer than that,
that
but
was
yeah.
stupid.
I made it to 5.
So what? So
I did too.
question.
Shout out to 5.
So question to D. What is the right reason then to get married other than money?
Man, the right reason to get married is when you motherfuckers actually like each other and can stand each other. You know what I'm saying? Like actually be, what y'all be saying, fucking equally yoked and all that shit. Like people that
Yes.
actually like each other. Like the pandemic proved a lot of these marriages was phony because people was just around their spouse all
Yep.
day and they did not like these motherfuckers. They got
Yeah.
divorced. You feel
At
me? Like I
all.
thought this year
Mhm.
would bring people together, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something like you gotta have chemistry and all that, all that extra shit. You gotta, like each other and have good communication and common ground and all that other stuff. Is this making sense?
Oh,
Yeah, like
no, you make
I
sense,
know
bro.
I'm
more than money. Like if you can't live together,
Yeah,
first of all,
definitely.
spiritually is if your spirit not aligned with mine, I don't care. I walk away from money. I've done it before. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you
I'm a
know,
victim of the pandemic. I started noticing her breath. I didn't know
Oh,
she fought in her
oh
Uh-uh.
my
sleep, all
God.
that stuff. I was like, oh no, I didn't know she was
You
built
didn't
like that.
notice that before you married her?
Well, no, this is the woman that I was with the children. But
Oh,
yeah, once I started seeing all that, I was like, this is not worth
mm-hmm.
gee.
it. It was not worth it. And then she started getting mad at me because I started becoming a little more successful. And what that's another thing too. That's another reason why I don't think the traditional black love or the ideal what we see type of black love. If I remember when I got laid off, I got laid off some years back, and and I was doing too well. And a majority of black women want to speak to me. My stuff
Not going
together.
too well, child.
I'm talking about together. We when we step out, we step out. Get laid off, and somebody asked me a question. What you gonna do? I said, shoot, man, I'm about to have me a whole flock. They was like, why? I said, cause they gonna look at me look like a project. They just gonna give me a washcloth, try to give me some braces, and I was like, we back, baby.
Mhm.
Because unfortunately, it kind of looks like that. If I got my stuff together, that's another reason. It's so many different angles, and I think the Western um, hemisphere or whatever, as far as countries, is really what's doing it. Because I like I don't mind going somewhere else. It doesn't have to be another racial or well, you know, it doesn't have to not be a black woman. But I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep it 100, man. If it's here, I'm sitting up here. I'm on guard the whole time because I don't know what is the new thing that you're on.
Mhm.
If too many people is fertilizing that garden, it turns into a whole different ball game because you don't know where she getting her philosophy from. Because I know it ain't coming from mama and daddy.
Mm. Okay.
That's true. Hmm.
Yo,
So you,
from the public perception point of view, who do you guys think is winning this whole battle between Papoose and Remy Ma? Who's doing a better job, in y'all opinion?
Papoose.
Papoose?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to see them go through this, but I think that Papoose won just because he's finally said something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't matter what he said; it was the fact that he's finally fed into the media and gave the media something to talk about because it all came from like her or Clarissa or that other guy.
Because some people are saying that he actually messed up. Like it was the wrong move for him to go public after so many years.
Yeah, I've heard that also. Yeah, I did hear that too.
Yeah.
So I was just
She
curious
would
to
have
know
did a better
y'all
job.
perspective.
She would have did a better job if she would have called him up and said, "Hey, write this for me," and how we gonna do the script. And
So you feel like you feel like this is fake. This is all scripted.
well, no, I thought it would have been, but when I looked at her, because I remember Remy way back when, and then when she got out, she still looked like Remy, and then after a little while, I was like, "Hold on, Remy starting to kind of look good."
Yeah. I remember
And
that
then I
too.
think
Yeah.
she started feeling herself and was like, I shot a bitch, excuse me, Ross. She was like, I done did time. Uh, who is Papoose? He ain't nobody, and all that right there. I got this old battle rap. Like I think she really started feeling herself, and once the actual person that left you, and also the other thing is, Pap is not excuse too for his behavior. Because in my opinion, you don't. I believe in supporting a woman's dreams, but at the same time, if you put them in a position where they can come back and try to sabotage you, it turns into a whole different game. And then, like, look at her now. She really, in my opinion, like I said, she really needs to take this opportunity to be honest and be like, yes, I messed up. I messed up my family. I messed up. I ruin
She
this
ain't
whole
doing that.
thing. And right. You know what I mean? But that's literally what this is saying. And I think if you're gonna get black love back, that's how you start right there. But unfortunately, I'm trying to put too much on her shoulders.
She did.
Yeah.
She made that BBL move. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women, they end up getting the BBL, then they start getting a lot more attention from dudes, and then you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Then they start feeling like they better than you. Next thing you know, they leaving your ass. Like that's what they be
Yep.
doing.
Yep. That's why I keep them fat and
But
happy. I,
So maybe are you guys saying that, are
And
y'all
that's okay, Mom. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry. Are y'all saying that maybe y'all focus more on the exterior?
no,
Could that be the issue? Y'all are not looking more so at the woman from a character standpoint.
well, what
well, I
I'm
mean,
saying is
go
that
ahead. Yeah.
from my perspective, and no offense to y'all ladies on the panel, but I'm just saying that a lot of women, once they start feeling themselves and they start getting that extra
Yeah.
attention, they forget about the guy that built them up. They forget about the dude that was there for them. And next thing you know, they either cheating like crazy
Yeah.
because they don't got
So
the courage to break it off with them, or
Yeah.
they just
Hey,
leave.
can I chime in on that?
are you
Go
hold
ahead.
on, let me say this. So are you just referring to this specific situation? Because I humbly say this, some women don't have to wait till they became that girl. Some women have always been attractive and it never went to their head and they never switched up. So I think it just depends on the women that you, I guess, give attention to.
You could, I agree with that, but you could even see it when they lose weight. You
Yeah.
could be with a big girl. You a big dude too.
I've
Next thing you
seen
know, she
that.
lose.
Yeah.
Next you know, the woman loses weight, and she start getting all this attention, and now she with another dude. So it's like you see that a lot. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say the same thing for a guy in that same type of situation. I doubt it, in my opinion. But
Man, how many times do guys come up and
Men are just
think,
more loyal than women.
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, let's just
In
keep
my
it
opinion,
real,
yeah.
dog. Like you just explained it right there, bro. Like we be with these women when they get all fat at the
D? Stop it,
pregnancies, and
D.
I'll be
you know what I'm
loyal
saying,
to
they
two
don't
men.
ever like
Don't
like
don't
I
let
mean, you
Remy
see
and
pic
Papoose go to your head, sir. Because no.
That,
I mean,
that's
can I finish before y'all even jump
Go
on?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this. I was just gonna say this. Look, like, see, men are more loyal than women. Like, we be with y'all when y'all fall off. Cause let's be honest, some of y'all fall off. You know, we just seen plenty of pictures on Facebook before and after. You know what I'm saying? The man, all he do is get grays and shit and go bald. But the woman looks totally different from 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Totally.
niggas is more loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we roll over to that every night. You feel me? Like, when, most women are not doing that. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like y'all are leaving at the drop of
You haven't
I
said
mean, to put on some real shit. Like when y'all start to lose weight and y'all start getting money and y'all start, you know what I'm saying, just elevating a little bit, y'all just feel like y'all on the same level as a man or even better. You know what I mean?
so you
That's
haven't
just what it
heard
is.
situations where these women have been dogged out time and time again by these men and they stay. You haven't heard scenarios like that. It's really a thing. It's not, that's why I hate doing the comparison. Like, no, it's more so the women's fault. It's more so the men's fault. Like, we could view that and say the same thing when it comes to both sides.
More
Because I can
love. Let me.
see them go through the mud for their
But
men.
I'm saying, like, I mean, when you say dogged out, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Physical abuse, emotional abuse, constant cheating, a
Well,
lot. You see women go
financial
through that and
abuse.
they stand by their man, hoping, praying that he's gonna change, and he never does, and they are still there. So we're not gonna make it seem like women don't endure major suffering when it comes to a lot of these relationships too. It is not just the men.
well, can hey D,
Well, who
let,
filing
let,
divorces more for divorce more?
I don't know, but the thing, and I hate when men say that who's filing divorce. The divorce, we also have to look into what caused the filing.
well,
People
we
don't
look
ever
into that too, and
bring
it's
light
usually
into why was the divorce filed? What happened? Was that person physically abused? Was there a lot of cheating? It's cute to say who filed
Yeah.
the divorce, but we never talk about the why behind the filing.
so
I
let,
mean,
let me ask D and shoot, man, I can't see the name no more. But Rick.
Rick,
Yeah.
Rick, yeah.
All right. So let would y'all agree that okay, most guys we not doing what you say. Like okay, first I put it like this.
And that's most women. That was my
No,
whole
no, I didn't even say nothing. Okay. I'll put it like this. How do y'all view abuse? Is abuse just physical? And I know sometimes it can be, your words, but do most men look at abuse? The first thing you hear in your head, at least for me, I think DV.
Yeah,
isn't it
that's what I think
emotional,
of.
psychological too? Because sometimes what you say can have years, can affect a person for years. Like words are powerful. I don't think people, I
Yeah,
think
So
people sometimes take words too light. Like you can
the
literally speak
the reason
emotion
why I asked
to a
the reason
person.
why I asked that question is because men dominate strength. Women dominate their tongue. Their voice is their weapon. And it's funny because only it was I think about 10 or 15 years ago, it the word abuse and all these definitions and all these terms elevated to emotional. How can we measure that? There's no metrics or any way for us to really gauge that. Physical abuse,
Emotional.
no. So what I'm saying is like this. If you really think about it, that was a way to sit back and say, if you blinked at me wrong, or the way you looked at me, that's how we get to microaggressions and all kinds of different things. There's no measurements behind this right here where I can actually definitively say that is actually taking place. But the
Well,
reason why I asked the guys that is because think about it. Abuse has always been a physical thing that you can actually see real time, and there's no you really can't defend it. You literally got to have and at that time you really got to have camera footage or anything. You got to have witnesses.
Yeah, I was
Now
gonna say observation. Also, we see people get emotional and psychologically abused all the time. That's why they stay in situations because of the manipulation that goes on, the mental effect that takes a toll.
is the word manipulation a bad word?
Huh?
Is the word manipulation a bad word?
What do you mean? I think
So
the manipulation, the word is a real word.
so if I shoot, if I manipulate you into being the best person you can ever be, have I committed a crime?
No,
You're
I wouldn't
using the
use
word
the word
manipulation
manipulate
in the
in
wrong
that
way, though.
situation. I would use the word cultivate in that situation.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Not
courage.
manipulate.
Yeah.
Manipulation, like you have to look at that definition, is deceit. So that doesn't even fit with the example that you.
Oh, the word deceit is in the definition.
Well, I'm saying it goes
To
hand in
manipulate.
hand.
The purpose
Manipulation,
of
being
manipulation is to
deceitful.
deceive.
So you said if I manipulate you into being the best person that I want you to be, that doesn't even fit. If you cultivate me, no, that's more fitting for what you said.
And that's the reason why I'm saying these things, because like, okay, as time goes by, I'm pretty sure if we go look up the word manipulate, it will probably, the way deceit and all that, probably be definition 4 of that word. Um,
I
but
got I got I got two definitions right here.
go ahead, bro.
Uh, handle or control, uh, typically in a skillful manner, or a tool or
Yep.
mechanism. And then the other one is control or influence a person or situation cleverly, unfairly, or unscrupulously, however you say that word. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
That kind of doesn't mean negative or positive. A
Unfairly,
coach does that.
unfairly doesn't mean negative.
Well, no. That's one part of it. So it's a or. So it can go either way. Meaning the word can be used um, in a bilateral position. But what I'm saying is like this: the word over time has became bastardized in a sense where now, and it's so funny because the first part of what he said in the definition was the word control, and I was like, oh, that's another buzzword. If you back everything up 10 to 15 years ago, no, these things was not a problem. And so I'm starting to look at stuff and I'm like, this stuff is about to get sticky to the point. That's the reason why black love, or I would
Sorry.
just say love in the Western Hemisphere, is dead. I'm just being honest.
I think
Hey,
that
and
you
Mo
are
Love, I think you good.
I think you're
I,
overcomplicating it a little bit, shadow observer. And I understand some of what you're saying, but when let's be real, when people think about the word manipulate or being manipulative, 9 times out of 10,
mhm.
people are thinking more so on a deceptive, unfairly type of way.
there's usually a negative connotation to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Yeah.
nowadays,
it's been that way since in my 39 years of living. When I hear the word manipulate,
I remember it was I heard it in mathematics. I remember hearing it in working out. I remember hearing it and also like doing certain things with, well, I said already mathematics, but I was talking about numbers, but more far as in that sense was thinking engineering, because you're literally making things happen. And so I can start equating other words like manifesting,
yeah,
all
but
these other stuff.
we
Mhm.
were specifically referring to relationships, right? So that's why I
Oh,
said
oh
it has
yeah.
a negative connotation when we're referencing relationships. And the word manipulation, when being involved with relationships, 9 times out of 10, we're speaking of it from like the negative effect that it has.
Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Can I do a positive and negative at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Dang, you messed up my example. I was hoping you said no. Um,
I ain't gonna lie. Look. Hey, everybody. Hey,
what
welcome
up,
to the
Solid?
channel, y'all.
I just want to come in and speak to everybody. I had to say
Excuse me. Hold on. Solid Snake, I'm sorry. That's not how it goes on this panel. I will introduce you, then you can speak. But when someone else is speaking, we do not interrupt them. If that person has finished, everyone, we have Solid Snake on the panel. Happy Saturday to you, Solid. Thank you for joining the panel tonight. What do you have to say about the topic?
I think 1 × 1 = 2. I've been saying this from day one. I know it sounds crazy, y'all. Y'all gotta figure it out. I'm 48 years old. You think I don't want to be married?
Okay.
Okay.
Talk about
So
it.
why aren't you married, Solid?
Because I don't want to adjust.
I'm confused.
You don't want to be married, right?
Exactly.
No, it's not as simple as that. I want somebody like me that don't want to adjust. That's all.
Solid. You don't want nobody like you.
I want somebody just like me, but I want somebody not like me. I know it's complicated. I know y'all.
Solid Snake, did you say 1 × 1 = 2? Yeah, he said 1 × 1 is 1.
Yeah, because what you just said, 17.80. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you going to, look, I don't want to harp on somebody else's term, but that is what we call the mainstream narrative. That's the mainstream narrative that 1 × 1 = 1. That's a lie.
What? What's the actual number?
It's 2. 2. It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
Talk about it.
It takes 2 to make it out of sight. Yeah. Hey, man. It takes 2. It don't take no 1. You can't be 1 to solve a problem. Sometimes it takes 2 motherfuckers to move that mountain. And that's all I'm saying. I don't mean no harm. I just had to come up here and say that y'all making everything complicated, but you gotta respect each other.
Solid, I think that you're making everything complicated. This is why at 48,
life is complicated.
Because if you think that
you don't just breathe because you want to breathe, you breathe because you gotta.
This man, it's not. So Solid, I think that you're making things complicated because it's very complicated to think that you can find someone who is exactly like you or who will accept you as you are. Like there has to be some type of compromise and sacrifice in relationships. Do you not think that?
I think the only compromise is hunger.
Damn.
What?
So
okay.
You gotta be hungry for it. If you ain't hungry for it, you ain't gonna want to eat, right?
Yeah. So I ate, and I'm not. I'm married.
You full again. You full. So if you full, you satisfied, right?
We good. We eating together now. Though at first I was eating by myself, but I'm eating together because I sacrificed. I compromised. There was some shit that I didn't like about him that I had to tolerate it because there was more things that I loved about him. Like because I wanted to get to a particular spot in my life and do that with somebody, and thankfully it was with that person. I didn't get that because I wanted somebody to take me completely as I was, and I couldn't, and I didn't have to change at all.
But you had trust, right? Did you have faith? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. I put this in chat. But did you have faith in him or did you have trust in him?
I have both in him.
How can you have both? It's only 1, right? 1 × 1 = 1, right?
So no,
you couldn't have both, right?
protection.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I have both in him.
So you had 2, right? 1 × 1 = 2. Once again, I'm right.
No, no,
Said,
no, Solid.
You cannot multiply 1. can't multiply one of anything because it's only
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't buy the lie. First of all,
one.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else to say. I don't know what to say, y'all.
okay, we talking about multiplication.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
One object equals two objects. There is a lie that they equal one object. That is the lie.
Okay.
What's 1 times 0?
What is it?
What is 1 times 0?
You
That's
tell
a
me.
trick question.
You
You can't multiply 0. You can't multiply 0. There will always be 1.
What?
What?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
1 cannot exist with 0. You understand what I'm saying? 0 in multiplication does not exist.
The words of Solid Snake are not the words of the Reasoning with the Rise Girl. This is misinformation, and we as a platform do not support this information.
Because you're saying
Shout
you
out to
can
you,
multiply.
Roz. You paid attention to the terms of service.
It doesn't make sense, Solid Snake.
How do you map the moon? How do you get from the Earth to the moon? Do you go in a straight line?
Yeah,
Now
like Blue just said, 1 plus 1
So
is
wait. We moving on a ball at 8,000 miles an hour, right? So you just gonna launch yourself off the planet, off the surface of the Earth, that's spinning at 8,000 miles to a solitary object that's obviously gonna show up every 20-some calendar days on the measure. Okay, and you just gonna 1 times 1 does not equal 1. Okay.
Bro, yes it does, man.
How do you come
No,
up
it
here?
don't. That's why we can't get out the ghetto. Every other mathematician in the world from every other race don't figure out that that's the number 1 lie. 1 times 1 does not equal 1. Nor does 1 times 0 equal 0 because 0 does not exist. Thus, the multiplication equation could have never existed in the first place because 0 does not exist.
Okay.
Say, man.
I can't.
Listen, man.
You can't hear that,
1
man.
plus 1
That's some bullshit, and that's why these new kids now, these kids now bringing these teachers like him teaching them this shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Now 1 plus 1 equals 2.
I want astrophysicists, not landlords. I want astrophysicists. I want motherfuckers that can map space, not just stare into space.
Map space.
Sir.
You get what I'm saying?
How much moonshine have you had, sir?
Is it corn or? Oh, okay. So you still good. You still be able to reason with. Okay.
I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm talking about. I hear what y'all saying, but y'all making it more complicated than what it needs to be.
No, you are.
There are problems underlying in the community that is preventing that to happen. And I believe one of the number 1 problems is accountability in the community.
Solid. That's a great question right there. Do you think there's still a community?
Oh no, here y'all go.
Oh, see, there you go with that left side. Oh, there you go. Do you think it's a community? Of course there is a community. We commerce and we do business in the same communities. We still socialize within the same environments. There is no such thing as there not being a community. What we need is an ideology of success that actually works.
Y'all call them coons.
Oh, well, I'll be that dude. I'll be that
dude. So, Solid Snake, when did you come up with 1 times 1 equals 2?
When I wanted to find love, and I know it ain't gonna be me.
After the 3rd beer?
You are just far gone.
Yeah, I figured that out about my 3rd beer. You right.
I'm on the outside, I tell the side of things. I hear you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We
Are you
family, y'all.
joking,
We
Dallas
family.
Black, or are you serious?
I'm
Because I'm
serious.
so concerned.
More love. He's
Why?
not serious.
No love. You too old for this.
You
Whoa,
are.
whoa. She's not that old. Stop that.
You
More
are.
love.
Call her
More
old.
love. More love. You see, you, ooh, God, woman, you so beautiful.
Damn.
Okay, but can you
You're
tell
such a
me?
beautiful, innocent spirit. You remind me of my little nieces
I'm not
that I
innocent.
love,
But
and I don't want nobody to ever fucking touch and hold because I kill them. And I know.
okay,
I
but
know what it's like to be in jail, and I'll be there for them.
You don't have to. Mo, I don't want this man to harass you. Is this man harassing you? I can
it's
get him
just,
off the panel.
when I tell you I'm so bothered by 1 × 1 = 2.
Why?
No, Mo, leave him. That's it. My
Mo
head is spinning. No more math lessons. Let's get back to Papoose, the simple dumb shit. Please. My head.
Yeah,
See,
that's
what the problem is, Mo Love doesn't understand Jim Crow math. When you look at this, it actually makes sense.
No, Shadow, don't go into it. Let's go back to
Oh, my
Papoose
bad.
and the
Oh,
dumb
you're
shit.
right. You're right.
Please. It's too late to be mathing out here. It's too late.
It's way too late.
Way too late.
Oh Lord.
Way too late.
Wisdom was trying to say something. What? Because they came in here sipping on that OE, the St.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's straight. Oh, so hold on, Foxy. You told on yourself. You said St. Ives. Hold on. Whoa,
Yes. Listen, I said I'm gonna be 49 in July. That was my drink of choice. OE.
Because you can't even go to no store right now and get that.
Rick, did you have something you wanted to say?
You sure can
That's
get
an
some
online bottle from China at this point. But
sell it for $1.
Rick, did you have something you wanted to say?
Nah, I said she took it back with the St. Ives. That remind me of the Mad Dog 2020, the Cisco, the
Thunderbird,
Alizé, all that.
Keep going.
Mad Dog 2020. Look, dog, look. Mad Dog 2020 still the drink to get though. I hate to say it.
We gotta get you up out of here. We gotta get
And
you up
bananas.
Y'all, come on now. Why y'all gotta be so harsh?
I'm sorry, but damn, if you still drinking Mad Dog 2020, like I don't understand how you.
I don't drink Mad Dog. That's young.
I had that when I was 19. Like,
what you drinking, Snake? What you drinking, Snake? Some old Milwaukee.
You want to get drunk on the low? You only need a little 12-ounce cup full of ice. And it's like a new slushy. It's like the new slushy.
I used to get
like
the blue
grown
one.
folks slushy.
No.
Oh, you ain't never had no Mad Dog Rise.
Yeah, about 20, like when I was in high school or something. I don't drink that now. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit. I'm a little bit bougie. You ain't gonna catch me drinking no Mad Dog 2020 in 2025.
Please stay bougie.
Thank you.
Please stay bougie.
I don't know y'all. I think Mad Dog make
no respect to nobody else.
Right, I thought
serious.
everybody graduated.
Rise girl. Get you some Mad Dog stock. Get that Mad Dog 2020 stock. I'm telling you, it's gonna go on the rise this summer.
Nah, it's all right. I drink Pinot Grigio. I'm gonna stick to that.
Pinot Grigio, that drives.
See?
Raj, but you're not fooling nobody with
get you some of that
type.
Morgan David and get that Morgan David.
That ain't nothing but booms for him.
Man, Morgan David. Oh, nah. Morgan David is not boom for him, man. Now see that, brother. See, I'm gonna have to go back to Fred.
That's some Carlos Roski. That's some Carlos Roski. Let me.
Oh God, D, are you still here? D?
Hello? Solid. We talking about black love right now.
Oh, black love.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Come
Yes,
on now.
it does. Yes, it does exist. I see it every day. I see a lot
Where?
of niggas trying to fall in love. I see a lot of women wanting to have love, but here go the problem.
I
They
didn't know
can't
that
get out their
Remy Ma.
phones long enough to even have a conversation. They in their phones too much. They
I didn't.
texting this person. They doing everything on their phone. They playing their games. Man, I promise you, the best thing that can ever happen to black love gonna be an electronic magnetic pulse coming from space. If we ever had World War III and all the cell phones go out and 5G just go nil kaput, and these kids get back out here and touch grass and get off this digital informational world highway they on, and they can find love again.
Yep. Talk about it.
I
Talk
think
about
artificial intelligence is going to be the greatest thing for black love when it actually, because everybody going to be broke.
What?
it. Not everybody. Not everybody.
I'm gonna get you
Everybody.
here.
Learn how to code.
Listening to all of that solid. Like I have to let him go for a second because he is confusing.
Nah, he
me.
was funny though.
And
He was funny
I was
though.
going to bring him back. I just need to give him a couple of minutes because he's confusing me. And I just needed a second. Damn. Like, what was he talking? Like,
I have no clue. Nothing matches with nothing.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
So the chat
Mo
is saying
Roz.
that Remy had a BBL, and I am like,
Did she?
I did not
Yeah.
know that. I always thought she had
Yeah,
a
she
one.
definitely did.
Yeah, I heard she
Her
did. I
face.
heard she
Her
did.
face got
No
cuter
disrespect,
over the
Silent.
time.
Bro, she ain't never had ass.
Now she
I
got
ain't gonna lie.
ass
I don't
and
like that
everything.
BBL bullshit. I don't give a damn how it look. It ain't natural.
Talk about it.
I'm with
Talk
you on
about
that
it.
though. I'm with you on that.
And
I'm with
then
you
they
on
got
that.
them long ass, stank ass fingernails. How you wipe your ass?
A
Girl, let me come
Nike
wipe your ass.
fingernail.
Man, I ain't lying. I don't want no woman with no long fingernails and a big ass sleeping in my
Yeah.
bed because I'm scared
Yep.
she gonna shit
Man,
my
I ain't gonna
sheets.
lie. I kind
And
of
I
like
don't
that
want no
shit. The
shit
long
stains on my
fingernails,
sheets.
not the super long ones, but yeah.
Man, I ain't
Who's
lying.
saying
I'm
that? That's
scary
deep
about
for
that
your
shit.
ass.
That
That,
girl,
Yeah.
man.
bro. Yeah, you sound like you from the yay, bro. No,
I am from the ghetto.
not the ghetto. I'm talking
He
about
Breeze
deep.
sounded like Reverend. He
He
sounded
sound
like
like
Reverend X from Cali. Remember him back in the night?
he sound like you from the Bay Area. I'm like, hey,
Right. That's where Reverend X is from. Y'all don't remember him on public access? And talk about shut up, bitch.
Oh, come on.
That's exactly.
I
Is
just
that
want to
Reverend
have some
X
fun with
trolling us?
y'all tonight, man. Cause I ain't lying. I ain't been on panels with nobody for no. I ain't been on no panels though. But I just
well,
want
we
to
got
come
to
up there and speak
we
to
got to build
everybody
up
I see
Rod's
in the
channel
chat.
because I don't go
Everybody.
up on people panels. We got to
No.
build up her channel.
Ross need to go live more.
Oh, thank y'all for joining us tonight, and thank y'all for joining the panel. This is like a really big panel, like to come back. I did not expect this many people tonight. I really
We love
did.
Hey,
and we
Rob,
miss you.
you making some waves out here, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. You got fans. I don't know why you so low key with
She
it.
ain't got to talk about nothing.
One
All she got
times
to
one
do is
equals two,
fire up the
Roz,
screen.
girl. 1 times 1 equals 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them that though.
I'm
And,
gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, Rise, I'm glad you came back, and you know, hopefully you can, you know, keep doing the lives and stuff. You know, I like coming up here and
Yeah.
conversing with y'all, man. Y'all cool.
Thank you, D, because I always be wanting to see you, and I never see you on anybody live besides mine. I do see you on here for the T and mode now. That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to say
That was some shade.
when it comes to like black love, man, niggas need to get out that black love shit and have some real love. Fuck all that black love shit. Cause look at what black love's doing right now, bickering back and forth like some fucking teenagers and shit. That's the thing, man.
No,
Like
that was
all these
straight
niggas from
love,
the
bro.
2000s, all these rappers from the 2000s, bro, they all fucking corny. Rappers is corny, bro. They getting on Instagram arguing with each other and shit. Nigga, go drop a freestyle or something. This both of them niggas need to go do. Cause that's what ain't that what these niggas do? Rap. But that ain't like what the fuck, man. Like these rappers is corny, dog. Like real shit. Like, the Black Love shit is trash too.
But they like damn near 40 and 50 though. They, come on now.
Hey, y'all, is LL Cool J married?
Yeah, he been married forever.
Who his wife? Because, damn, he ain't never made a rap song about that.
It's a beautiful white woman from Connecticut.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay.
He lying.
Yeah,
He
well,
is lying.
remember that nigga got us thinking about that shit though. When no nigga talking about love till he came out with that song, I need love. When I'm alone in my room, no fair use, no copyright strike. What the fuck, man? You bring your shit out here talking about love and you're bombing through the night, but nigga, I didn't even know that nigga was mad. Cold-blooded.
Yeah, he's been married, but maybe that's why his marriage has been
I
preserved so
remember back in
long.
the 80s with him and he used to show up. What was that movie? He was on with Rashawn. What that girl name?
No,
Layla
him and
Rashawn.
Snoop had infidelities. Don't get hoodwinked by these people. They just be doing it on the slide.
Yeah, he talked about it too.
LL Cool J had infidelity, and so did Snoop Dogg. They're from an old school generation where they're going to keep it and make it work together. These guys are pushing almost 60.
But I don't think Snoop wife is innocent.
No, I just said Snoop and LL Cool J were. It was back in the days. They got busted cheating a couple of times.
Oh no, I'm talking about Snoop wife.
And they were married at the time.
Snoop wife is the only woman that I've seen. I'm like, I can just accidentally pass by, and I know I'm because she got the innocent face. Just being honest.
I cheated once and it destroyed my life.
Your whole life.
I just as soon as breathed on that chicken.
Hold on, I gotta go on mute quicker.
I was mad. All of a sudden, all I knew, I cheated on my old lady. I walk in the house and she kissed me, and I was like, dude,
cheated all the way.
I didn't need to sleep.
Your face in places it shouldn't be on a cheating event.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was in love too, and I had cheated on her just like that. I was like, God damn.
That's a shame, Jesus. That's a shame.
Dude, I ain't lying, dude. It happened so quick. I mean, she just showed up, and
see why y'all
I was
talk
out of
about us
control.
like that because we don't supposed to be carrying ourselves like that.
I don't know how it happened. I ain't gonna lie, dude. It destroyed my life. I could have had a whole different life. I wouldn't be on this panel with y'all. I'd be over there in Barbados or somewhere on a ship, watching her over the horizon of the moonlight, over the bright blue ocean and shit. But now, I'm on the panel with y'all 20 years later, because I can't find nobody else like her. Fuck it.
Look at God. And so you can learn that you need to change some things about yourself, and you probably can find you a new woman. See what God did for you tonight?
Yeah, but the thing about it is I don't trust myself now. See, you don't get that part.
You don't want to be this man right here.
That soon breathed on a woman. And I'm talking about the woman I love at home. Sure, we going through
But you
problems.
trust your man.
But baby, I did not mean to cheat on you. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, there was so much demon in my life right there. And I was like, God damn, how it happened.
So what is she doing now? Do you know?
She didn't do nothing. That's the
No, I'm
problem. She
saying,
didn't do
where?
nothing.
Right. Where is she now is what I'm asking.
I have no freaking idea. And I don't even want to see her Facebook.
Away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys, I need to close the live. Excuse me.
Okay.
It's me smoking.
I'm
about
praying,
to close the
man.
live.
Niggas don't think like that. Not when they love that motherfucker. Nigga ain't gonna cheat on
This is my first time over here, Roz. What's it mean? You kicking everybody out?
So I'm getting ready to close the live now. So that means that everyone can have their closing words. And you yourself, Shadow Observer, you can say your closing words now.
Why do you want me to go first?
I thought okay, solid. Would you like to say your closing words
Yeah,
first?
I
Because you
gonna
got
say mine, y'all. Everybody hit that like button, man. Hit that
thank
subscribe
you.
button if you haven't already. Welcome to the channel. Rise girl on the scene. She letting everybody know she out here, y'all. But like I say, you know, I believe in black love. I think it's gonna make a strong comeback. I think adversity builds stronger bonds. Like I say, you know, it ain't over till it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We still got another generation coming up, and I don't speak for them. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's just go try to live your life the best way you can today. You know, make yourself happy first before you try to make somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And I
right.
think that, yeah, give somebody a beacon of hope. And you can't get a beacon of hope if you ain't got no damn light. And the only way you can get that light is you power your goddamn self. And the only way you gonna power yourself is through the love. And you gotta love yourself.
Solid. Last word. Solid. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but my bad. I'm drinking
Mhm.
too much. I already started on my fifth beer. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to do that to y'all, beautiful chat. Y'all some beautiful black people. And I don't
Okay.
believe all black people like that. It's just Stanley motherfucking ass. So fuck Stanley. Holla at
Oh
y'all.
no, there will be no Stanley hate
Not
over
over
here.
here.
I love Stanley.
Not over here.
Have a good night, Solid. Okay, Solid is up out of here. Thank you so much, Solid, for your commentary tonight. I really enjoyed you, and thank you for joining us in the chat. Thank you. Please make sure you share the live and tell someone to hit the like. Shadow Observer, would you like to give your last words now?
Absolutely. Roz, you know I paid attention to. Why you laugh? I actually paid attention to the fact that you about to get all the men up out this mug. But at the same time, I would tell you like this: it's a beautiful thing. Mola, you made great points,
Thank you.
and I rock with you. I hope I can come back.
If Roz
Um,
go live,
no. The way this thing works, if I don't make my rounds, because I'm coming right up next, right above you, right there. According to, I'm coming around the corner. I gotta go right back to Roz before I finish my closing statements because this is crazy. And Roz, I'm gonna keep it 100. Dead ass. I don't know if you noticed, but once the link was hidden, I think you got a the notification. It said I subscribed to your channel. I
Mhm.
didn't go back over there and say, well, I'm subscribed. I didn't even
Yeah,
know you had a channel, but
yeah.
I made sure. I was like, what's it? I see. I go on another channel, and I'm like, hey, I only pull up for a little bit, so I'm having a good time, man. I don't come up on people's channels. Uh, I do my thing, but at the same time, I'm telling you, a lot of things. Far as the topics tonight, uh, to be honest, um, I'll go ahead and make it a little controversial. I don't believe in the mental health shit.
Yeah, I thought that I would get some people up here who didn't believe in it. And that's okay.
that's
Why don't you
crazy.
No. The reason why is like this. I'm a veteran,
believe?
and when I got out the military, the jokers hit me with like 20 pills.
Hmm.
So I was like, no. I remember I was on zombie time because I
Yeah.
was doing the same thing. Now, if I'm a black man coming to you saying, "Hey, no, you need to divest yourself from that," you know, using buzzwords, all of a sudden you can get clear minded, and I'm like, what are we doing? So I didn't even start right there, but I try to play with the ideal of like let's double back. Now when we talk about the black love thing, and this is my closing arguments, I'm gonna keep it 100. Roz, shout out to you. I appreciate you allowing me up because I think I stayed on certain channels too long, and I started cussing out certain people. I don't know if you was there, but you might. Well, oh, bless it. Then we'll keep it pure, like the water you drinking. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know I don't go up on channels. I talk shit in the chat.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it 100. When it come to you, shit, I was like, hey, I'm looking at the numbers. I said, oh no, we can have a good time. And then I've seen more dudes getting up here too. The women that's on the panel with you. No, it's not one of these kind of pushbacks. Like it's not misandry, and I don't really think the men that was up there is also the other side of the game. So misandry, you got misogyny, and I'm like, nah, this is actually a conversation. As far as
Yeah.
me personally, I'm like, nah, man. I wish I can find you know, some love here, but shit, I'm not gonna lie because all the hot spots with all the ladies at right now. Oh shit, they had that shit got so complex. They had to go from STD to STI, and I was like, hold on, no, whoa, hold on, you're taking me too fast because now you trying to make me seem like I'm old. We done ran out of license plates, and now we gotta sit back and put a dash, or now we just get rid of the dash and add a letter.
Yeah.
That's how bad this shit done got. And
Yes, it has.
I appreciate you. Anytime you go live, I got you all. I got the bill wrong. You ain't did nothing too crazy. Uh, and I know every time my phone ring, either I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna scan the landscape. Shout out to Shadow Observer because at the end of the day, all I do is observe. But at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, it's the beautiful thing you got going on. The ladies was talking real talk. Uh, Foxy, Mock, and I was about to say Mo Love. I'm gonna tell you both of y'all. Y'all actually on point. And keep kicking backs in. Blue Jay. Blue Jay, you need to bring your little ass up here too. Kick backs in, and all of a sudden, because on this side of the side, Rods, she actually paid attention to the TOS and dead ass. Cause I know that shit front, back, forward. Well, hold on, bring it back up one. That was too quick. Hold on, what you say? Hold on. Oh shit. Oh, talk about it. Talk about it. Hey. Shit, my camera.
Shadow Observer, your last words, please.
Oh shit. I
He's trying
like your
to
haircut.
go another round. I
I
mean,
like
another
your
hour.
haircut.
My bad.
Well, I was trying to do that more love because I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm gone. Shit.
Thank
I'm trying to have
you.
Jim. I'm trying to have Jim Crow math and everything. But everybody hold it down. We'll talk the next time. I hope Roz fire up a stream tomorrow. because I think this is something that actually can turn into something, but you sleep on that. Thank you for having me up, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, Shadow Observer. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for joining. That means so much to me. Have a wonderful night, and if I come back on, definitely not tomorrow, but maybe next week. Please be here. I will appreciate you. I would love to see you and appreciate you on the panel. Thank you. I didn't mean to cut you so short. Sorry. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Thank you, ladies.
Mona. Hey.
Thank you, Foxy, and thank you, Mo, so much for joining. You guys are sisters to me. I met you guys through YouTube, and I definitely consider you guys my sisters, as well as your sister Mo here for the tea. She's not here, but I feel like same kinship for her also. So send her my love. But I am glad that you guys blessed the panel and enriched the wonderful chat and crowd with your thoughts and words and encouragement and advice and all those things. I'm glad that you two women are who you are, where you're not just the run around or average, and we get people who say, oh, I didn't think you was going to speak like that, or defend yourself, or speak without arguing, or not do this, like not what they think. So but over here we try to practice respecting one another, and we're all adults, so we should be able to converse with one another. So thank you guys for always exemplifying such great character and behavior on the panel and always supporting me. And I now hand the floor to either one of you guys for your last words.
Want me to go, Foxy?
I was gonna go ahead and then you could like close out behind me if you want.
Okay, that's cool.
I think you have some important words to drop on us. I just want to say thank you, Beauty Queen.
Thank you.
It's great to see your face. It's great to hear from you and see you back in your element. Yeah, if you can, keep the lives coming. I definitely come through, especially the late night.
Yeah.
This is a great conversation because it's a never ending topic, whether it be Papoose or just within our own family, especially mental health. That's something, again, that shouldn't be frowned upon anymore. It shouldn't be stigmatized. It should be known. And I wouldn't say celebrated so much, but just acknowledged a little bit better as in the past 20, 30, 40 years. Lastly, I'm going to give a shameless plug to Foxy Moon Premieres. Y'all can come up on my channel. If you're interested in getting your spiritual guidance and wisdom from the heavens above, I guess, if you will, you can check out. I haven't been live in a while. Sometimes I have Mindful Mondays, but matter of fact, the end of this month, I'll be doing All Signs. So those that don't know, if y'all Christian, close your ears. But I do tarot readings.
Hey,
I'm talking about you. I'm putting a disclaimer out.
I've seen your channel. I think it's great.
Yeah. I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. Because some people will be like, oh, she's a witch. She's a heretic. Burn me at the stake, baby. Burn me at the stake. So I'll be doing the cards sometime this week for Gemini season. So all you Geminis come through. And
it is Gemini.
Who's a Gemini?
No, I said it is. I'm thinking May.
It is. It is a Gemini. Remy's a Gemini.
Okay.
And Papoose is a Pisces.
Pisces.
Wow.
Pisces. That's why he's got that love and devotion and all that, But anyway, I was doing personal readings, but I closed this Thursday is my last day for personal readings, and I'll probably open up my calendar again sometime in the fall. So people who were asking, are you doing personal readings? I was only doing it for like a couple of weeks, and I closed down just to honor, because people were kind of like, when do you come? Because it was like, I think a year I hadn't done personal readings. But yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Check in, tap in with the channel, check in my community section. That's where I post everything that you need to know of what's going on with the channel. My Instagram is FoxyMoon_premiere, so you could also go there to see what's going on with the channel and any updates if I do go live or if I do personal readings. And just I do like weekly readings for the collective, so people are like, okay, you get your little message here and there. Cool. And that's about it, y'all. Thank you so much again, everybody in the chat. Salute Blue Jay, the usual. It was good to see everybody. And that's it. I bid y'all all to do more love, 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 love. Be safe, be careful. And see y'all.
Good night.
Roz, I'm so proud of you. I done said that 1,000 times. Right. But I am. When I heard you opening up about mental health, like Papoose and Remy now, like shout out to them. I hope they figure it out. I still believe in Black love. I don't care if 50 billion people throw it away. I still believe in love. I still believe in marriage. Call me traditional, whatever. When it comes to mental health, like I'm so proud of you for speaking out. I thank God for your transparency because it's needed. And I'm so grateful that you push through no matter how you feel. And know that you have a sister in me. You can contact me anytime. I mean that, like, you don't have to suffer in silence because again, it has been a struggle for me as well. So you have somebody that's gonna always be here for you and pray for you, just keep going and never give up. Like, whatever you gotta do to protect your peace, do that. And if you get in cycles, I just pray that God gives you enough strength. Like, if you feel like you are stuck in a cycle or you're having a severe episode, that you can pick up the phone and call me. And I will be checking on you, Roz.
Thank you.
You're such a beautiful person. Like, your spirit, you're just beautiful.
Thank you. I do appreciate that so much. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, well, have a blessed night. Drop down. It was so fun too. It was funny.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am so happy that you came. I'm trying to plug the computer because it just went down for a second. Like, I need to put the hold on, let me put it in the right spot. You do all that and the lights go off. Oops. It happened with you up here. Sorry. Yeah, but I was saying, I was trying to fix that. I got it now. It's good.
Oh, okay.
Is it right? Can you see me?
Yeah, it's clear.
You can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mo, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh no. Hello?
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Everybody hear me?
Uh-oh, Ross can't hear me.
Hello? Maybe I'm tripping.
Let me write it.
Can you hear me, Mo? Oh, you hear me and dog, right? We can't hear both, but I can't hear Mo. Okay, so I can hear Mo. I can't hear Mo, so let me figure out. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's cool.
Okay, yeah, but I was saying thank you so much, and I'm glad that you offer your sisterhood as well as your friendship. I will always I won't say that I will always take that invitation, but as much as I have the strength to reach out, I will always do that. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And inbox me, like, in case I missed the notifications if you go live again.
Sure, I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Bye. What a night, y'all. So when I said that I was going to do this show, I told myself that I was going to do it, and I didn't want to promote it because I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be ready and available to I plugged the computer up. I think I'm ready now. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Oh snap. Y'all tell me what I did. Let's see here. But sometimes I be tripping, right? Oh, I fixed it. What happened was I plugged my computer back up. I do apologize because it was running dead. The battery was running down. So then it cut the camera off. So I had to turn it back on. But I want to say when I decided to do the show tonight, I was really hesitant to do it. I didn't want to promote it because I just didn't want to make any expectations for the people and not meet those expectations. But I just focused for like that last day, yesterday and today, and woke up ready to do it. So, like I said, I thank God and I thank you guys for your support. I thank the people who always call me and send me IG messages like, please get on, please get up there and stream. It takes a lot to stream and it takes a lot to be transparent. I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know how to be an actress or actor. And yeah, I just got to be me, unapologetically me, and because of that, I have garnered wonderful people who I've met years ago that have lasted thus years. One being Foxy and Dog. So thank you guys for your presence in the chat and on the panel. Thank you, Mo Love, for joining. Thank you, Blue Jay, for coming. Rick Wisdom, thank you tonight for joining the panel as well as subscribing. Shadow Observer, you are wonderful on the panel. Thank you so much. Solid Snake, my goodness, you just had me dying and confused. DS, my brother, thank you so much. I've been knowing DS for a very long time. So he understands what I go through, and I just thank him for his support and always being positive. EAE, thank you so much. Rush, you entered so late. I'm so sorry. So I hope to see you on the next live. It was a lot of people who came through. Seven Still, Spirit Oliver, who hit the panel as well. You guys were wonderful tonight. I really appreciated it. I'm trying to look who else was out here. I don't want to miss too many people. Everybody up in here. Roos was on the panel. Thank you to Roos for being on the panel and sharing his story. He himself is an ex-veteran, so he definitely could relate to the stories that we were talking about with mental health. So once again, this is the month of mental health. As I said, always call and check on somebody. They don't have to like have a diagnosis or anything. Just call and just give somebody a well check. Hey, I haven't spoke to you in a while. See how you doing. All that good stuff. Also, as much as you can stand it, be in good health, be in physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, and that's fully your optimal health. And you know, they say that also you need to be having sex regularly as well and drinking water. And then you're at your optimal health. So hope you guys are getting out and getting it in. Not getting out and getting it in, being in the streets in the world in the words of DS. If you over the age of 35, you're too old to be up in the club. So find you a partner and sit your ass down. That's in the words of DS. No, but I usually come on and Solid Snake, he says, make sure you can schedule your next love live. I usually come on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So the times are in the description for the channel. I'm definitely going to try to stay consistent with that. As long as I can get my boo thing up at the house and doing something. Tonight he's with his friends, luckily. So, you know. That's a good thing for me. And I'm sitting with this injury. I'll be sitting for the next month or so in a cast. I've already spent I spent 2 weeks in the wraps and stuff. So now I have 6 weeks in the cast, and after that I'll get a boot, and then I'll start therapy. But I have like some really cool crutches, a eye walk, a knee scooter, all that kind of stuff that I haven't been able to use yet because my knee is still numb and I can't put any pressure on my foot. But I do plan on being here Tuesday or Thursday. I will post that on my YouTube little comment section. But once again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for your transparency, and thank you guys for your support. I will always be transparent with you. And this can always be a place for us to chill. You know, we don't be talking about politics and all that stuff, but it's more so relax, 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 relax. Let's see what the comments say here before I get out. ¿Cómo está? Bien. Blue Jay, oh good, you'll be so energized by your perseverance. Solid. Okay, let me start, y'all. I be everywhere. Just can't see you, but just do audio. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. This was awesome live without me. Hush, Solid. I ruined it. No, you didn't. Blue Jay says, oh good, you'll be so energized by your perseverance. Blue Jay was very on her best behavior. I always think Blue Jay's on her best behavior. Other people are usually enraged by Blue Jay. Foxy Premier says, and to be mentally prepared to go live. Yes, that is true. Great show. Much love. Thank you, Ant Dog. Appreciate it. I like you just the way you are. That's a song I know. We always feel proud that we did something that we were resisting. So that's positive influence. I'm the same way. Often we appreciate you. Oh, that's sweet. Yo, I'm going to watch the replay what I missed. You've been here about the whole time, and I don't think you missed much. Shadow Observer, that's an issue, at least for vets. I'm good. Yeah, medication isn't for everybody. So, you know, therapy, I would recommend. And dog, you be safe and get better. I definitely am trying to. Fed Up Southern Girl, I'll be on Rewatch Crew. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Fed Up Southern Girl. I am originally from Texas. I am in DC now. I'm wondering what part of the southern states you're from. But welcome to the chat, and I hope to see you next time. EAE, just happy to have beautiful Rise Girl on my screen doing like the blue sundress respectfully. I can't walk no time soon, but I definitely try to bring it back. Yeah, I'm working on myself, but I really am. I can improve a lot. Oh, you good just the way you are. Good night to you too, Shadow Observer. Okay, I like your monologue, though, so I'll go back to that. Cool. Well, once again, thank you guys for joining. I'll try to be here next week, Tuesday or Thursday, as long as I get the man out the house. But other than that, I think we had a wonderful night. A wonderful night. Please share the live. Please leave a comment. Please hit the like. I appreciate you all, and see you next time. Good night. Good night / good morning.